Today, we're going to be taking a close look at Nintendo's next release, Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World. I had to say this over and over and over again to get the name right.
You didn't.
It's so long.
You still did it wrong. You forgot to say Switch 2 Edition. It's one of the world's longest video game names.
It's a terrible name.
It's not great.
But the game looks good.
Yes.
And we want to talk about it. And we have a really fun story time about this big leak.
A leak?
A leak?
No.
That happened with New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And then I have promised to tell you about my trauma.
I do want to know about
this. And my grudge that I'm holding around this story time. Thankfully, it's not a grudge I'm holding against you. But I'm years later. How many years has it been?
I'm on pins and needles to hear this.
How many years has it been
I
since
don't
this
know.
game came out?
That would be, that was 2009, so that'd be 16 years.
I've held this grudge, and I will continue to hold this grudge for 16 years.
Wow.
I'm very mad still.
Okay.
Even thinking about it now, I'm a little mad.
We're talking about that game because that was a short-lived rumor about, the 40th anniversary is going to have New Super Mario Brothers. So that just in our minds was like, we got this story that we can tell.
Exactly.
Anyway, I'm realizing I chose the wrong shirt to wear today because we're talking about Kirby and Mario, and here I am in a Zelda shirt. Awesome.
You really need to just change your clothes.
Well, again, I don't have very many.
Maybe I could AI you.
I don't have any Kirby clothes.
Look how cute this Kirby is.
That's nice.
And then we have a lot of, we figured out that around the studio we had some Kirby stuff. We have, of course, the beautiful neon light
the
Kirby.
very official
Kirby with a knife.
Kirby, gonna cut your Kirby.
This is me in a neon light. Cute, but also
This is you
dangerous.
Holding a grudge.
This is me holding a 16-year-old grudge.
And also a knife. Okay.
And then we found this Kirby that you said was too fat. Which I'm was very upset.
I'm not convinced that's going to make it for a 2-hour podcast, but we'll see.
How dare you say that about Kirby? How dare you?
He's rotund.
He's very cute. He's a foot. Boop,
Good.
Boop, boop.
Yes.
Very cute.
We yesterday recorded our Donkey Kong Bonanza spoiler cast.
I'm so excited that we were able to do that. You were very disparaging of doing a spoiler cast on Bonanza, and finally
Why do you say that?
You gave in. But it was a great episode, I thought.
Excellent spoiler cast. I'm excited we could talk about some of these topics. We got into some valuable life lessons that hopefully people can enjoy.
Yes.
And that
deep conversations.
That will be out
this week.
Imminently? Can I say that?
Yes.
Imminently. Yes.
Quite literally this week.
Yes.
Because we're off to Gamescom on Saturday.
Wow.
This coming Saturday.
You didn't know that.
I thought it was the next week.
So we're going next week, right?
I totally thought it was next week, and then I was like, I looked at the calendar. I was like, oh wait, what? But I'm excited. I'm so excited. This is our first time, both of us, going to Gamescom. This is kind of the last big video game show. There's a couple others, but out of the big sort of yearly.
What's left?
Paris Expo is one of them. Is that fun? I don't know. The one in Brazil, I really want to check that one out.
Sure. Yeah.
Festigame?
Festigame?
Yeah, I really want to see that one. That one looks cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year, my big bucket list, checking off TGS. That's a show you went to before, so it was my first time, which was really cool. This time, we've both never been to Gamescom. We've both never been to Cologne. You've never been to Cologne, right? No, okay, me neither. I've been to Germany, but not that city. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And it should be fun. We are going to be, doing tons of vlogging while we're there. We're also going to be doing a podcast while we're there.
Just next week's podcast coming at you from Germany.
From Germany. Yeah, maybe it'll be all in German. No, it won't.
We are going to do later in the episode a very brief German crash course on some key phrases that you
need to learn some
you
phrases.
need to know. So we're going to be. Yeah. I'm getting this prepared. I'm extremely worried. This language does not make sense to me, unfortunately.
No, it's kind of hard, actually.
It's tricky,
Yeah, it's a little tricky.
It's tough.
But I'm excited. You've already committed to me on the airplane to doing something that I want to do.
Oh, yes.
You've committed to watching
I will do that.
K-pop Demon Hunters with me.
Yes.
This will be my 5th watch through. I'm obsessed with this movie. And I've been trying to convince... There's people in our community that are in love with this movie as well, which I'm so happy to talk to them about, obviously. But I really want you to watch this movie, and I got you captive for 10 hours.
It's a long flight, so why not? Yes. What am
Are you ready?
I'm excited. I want to see this.
Are you ready to sing along to Golden with me on the flight?
I do want to see this.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
You're going to get excited.
Maybe we'll watch it again on the way back.
Watch it again.
There we go.
Maybe we'll just do back-to-back watch-throughs.
Maybe that's how you kill 10 hours right there.
Just watch it over and over
again.
Just
marathon this,
And then we can dance in the aisles.
People will love that.
Going up, up, it's our moment.
See, I haven't heard the song yet, so I don't know.
I shouldn't sing anymore. I'm going to demonetize.
Don't worry, it's not that good.
Oh.
Don't worry. Yes.
It's going to be fun.
Yes. So all the normal stuff next week is happening while we're in Germany, and the big vlog coming soon. We have such a great schedule for next week. We had to after today. We took one last appointment. We said we're cutting it off.
We have to. There's no more time.
No, and these are all really good appointments. We're going to show up at the Nintendo booth. We're going to check that out. We're going to play all those games.
Can't wait.
It's going to be really good.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fun. We are going to the opening night stuff as well. Jeff Keighley's extravaganza, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
It's going to be great, and we're going to vlog all of it for you guys, so hopefully you're looking forward to it as much as we are.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some Kirby, but first, let's shout out this episode's sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Factor. You know, it's been a busy summer for us.
Very busy.
Like you wouldn't, especially the last month, because
Yeah.
I went on vacation, you went on vacation, now we're going to Germany. There's just not time to just park myself in the kitchen or you park yourself in the kitchen, which is why we're so grateful to have Factor helping us eat smarter with delicious, chef-prepped meals. And there are more than 65 meals every week that we get to choose from that are also good.
Let me tell you a secret.
Oh.
I have not gone to the grocery store in 31 days.
Whoa.
Because I haven't been here. I was busy.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then I went on vacation, as you said. And then when I came back, I was like, I kind of don't want to do a big grocery trip before we go to Germany because I don't want stuff sitting in my fridge and going bad for a week. I don't want to waste food that I'm not going to cook. It's very expensive. So I have just been like living off the Factor meals. It's actually been great because it's so easy. It's fresh. There's a lot of different meal options to choose from. It's healthy. I know that I'm not eating something that's like super processed or like filled with things that are bad for me. And it heats up really quick. And I just like have those in the fridge and I know that I can eat all of them before I leave on the next trip. And then I won't be wasting anything. It's awesome.
And they are expanding their selection of meals. And now you can get stuff with seafood like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. They've got the wonderful Mediterranean diet, options that are packed with protein and good for you fats. And now even more Asian-inspired meals, which sound all wonderful.
I'm excited
and I have a fun
that.
fact for you. I know you love a fun fact.
Tell me.
90% of people who use Factors say that it has helped them to
for
live
sure.
a healthier life. Wow.
It's so much better than ordering like fast food and things like that. So at least you know you're getting a really good
Forget that. So eat smart at factormeals.com/KitandKrysta50 off and use code KitandKrysta50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code KitandKrysta50 off at factormeals.com for 50% off plus free shipping. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor.
We'll put the link right over here and also with a QR code for you to scan, and it will be in the description below.
Yes. Okay, let's get into our Kirby conversation. And yes, this is Kirby and the Forgotten Land Switch 2 Edition plus Star-Crossed World. Wow.
Mouthful.
They put out the overview trailer for this
They did.
Last week. I'll admit this game was not like top of my list going into that, but I'm definitely getting a lot more excited now that I've actually taken the time to actually look at like what is this, what's in this.
Yeah.
So I think like part of that is just like let's just get clear on like what even is this thing.
Exactly. It was a little bit confusing the way it was presented to us, especially in the April Switch 2 Direct.
Yeah.
I was a little unsure of what to make of it, and you are sort of doing some calculations of like, is it going to be worth the price?
Right, especially after this Mario Party Jamboree edition.
Exactly.
Like, we didn't get that, but some people felt like they were a little bamboozled with that one of like, wait, you didn't update anything on the base game, and it's a little bit confusing, like how you get into the new stuff.
Exactly.
So
let's just make sure we're clear on all the details here.
There's no standard for a Switch 2 edition. Like every one of them has been a little bit different, even the pricing has been a little bit different. So we just got to figure out what the heck this thing is. So this is out on August 28th, soon. end of the month, and like the other Switch 2 editions, you can get it as a standalone physical game. That's $80, kind of steep. More $80 games.
So this is number 2 now.
This doesn't count.
I said 10.
This doesn't count.
It doesn't count?
This is a Game Plus
It's
DLC.
$80.
You can get Kirby and the Forgotten Land for $60. Bargain. Or you can just get, if you already have the game, which a lot of people do, you can just get the upgrade pack for $20. And the main thing here is the new kind of story content that they've added to the game. And the concept here is there's a meteor that crashed into the Forgotten World. It's caused this volcano to emerge from the ocean. And then Kirby has to collect these things called Starries to seal away this evil force. Some people say the Starries look a lot like Lumas.
They look a little luminous.
What do you think about that?
Something about this with the aliens and the meteor and stuff like that has a galaxy feel to me for sure.
Oh. Are you into Kirby lore? I want to ask
really.
you. Some people.
Not really.
I know a lot of people really are, and it does seem like this is a game and a franchise where there actually is
some
something
backstory.
like backing it up.
Yeah.
And it's a bit surprising because you think Kirby, like, oh, that's this cutesy little thing, but the lore is actually a bit darker than that.
Yeah.
Maybe you should get into this.
I don't want to. Is it going to make me feel some type of way about Kirby?
Forbid the K-pop demon hunters were binging 10 hours of Kirby lore videos on this
I better
airplane.
download
Yes.
this. I do love the look of this like crystallized.
Crystals. Yeah.
It looks really good on
cool.
the Switch too.
Yeah.
I mean, like the trailers they've shown, it just looks really cool. So I like that for that reason as well. Like this sort of this new game story stuff with it being, you know, this meteor and the crystal look of the world. I think it looks nice.
Yes. So the new stuff that you're actually going to be playing are these stages called Starry stages. And I had to do a lot of cross-checking to
I know.
to confirm
I was a little confused
what
about
exactly
this.
are these
Yeah.
and like how many are there. And so basically these are new versions of stages from the base Forgotten Land game.
Right, exactly.
But they do look substantially different, where you're taking like new paths through the stages. There was one in the overview trailer that I really liked, like where the
ocean opens up.
parts.
I love that one
and you're
too.
kind of going on the surface of the ocean.
And then you do things where you can unlock new paths.
Right.
So you like hit one of the crystals basically, and like this new path like creates itself on a familiar level.
Right.
So it does look like there is a significant amount of new content.
Well, the question remains, like, they have not said how many
Like hours or
you know,
stages.
I don't think it's going to be like every stage in Forgotten Land is getting this new version of it. Somebody in our community left a comment and said that they had seen something saying like about half of the stages. I don't know what the source of that was, so I can't 100% say that's true. But yeah, that would be cool. That's one of the big questions I have left, and they did not touch that in the overview trailers.
It looked like significant to me.
Like, so how many stages are getting this?
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that you're like, oh, you can never go back. Like in the map, there's kind of like two paths you can take. So if you want to do just the traditional first version or this DLC version, you can pick that.
And we should say that you and I both really loved the original, like just the Switch version of the game. We both played this game. We've beaten this game. Like we played this game. So and we really liked it. So you know, I am excited to get back into it. A reason to go back to this world is good for me. But yeah, I do have some lingering questions about like the breadth of content that's going to be available for the $20 price.
Right. And again, like, you wonder why they don't just come out and say it. Because
are you suspicious that it's not enough, or
no? I think it's just something where like they've just overlooked it. But it's like I think a lot of people like really want to know, again, since people are maybe still like recovering from, you know, trauma, the big price tag of getting a Switch 2.
Yeah.
Or if they don't have this game, they're staring down and it's another $80. So it's like, the other
thing is,
do I need this now?
I feel like the other reason which is why I'm letting myself get a bit more excited about this game, is that there really isn't a lot of other games that are Switch 2 exclusives.
We're going to be talking about that in a moment.
August, right? So
or perhaps September.
yikes.
Yeah.
Hopefully not September.
Or perhaps September.
But definitely in August, we have Dragon Drive, which is a bit of a smaller game, and one that I'm not super just like banging down to the door to play. I'm gonna get it, and we're gonna play with our community. That's gonna be fun. But I can't see myself like binging Dragon Drive
You don't know.
You know, hundreds of who knows.
You don't know.
So I am really pinning my hopes and dreams on this Kirby game because, again, it's the base game I loved. I love Kirby games. This is a great game. It's a beautiful game. And I just hope that it delivers the amount of content that will sustain me through end of August. And I guess maybe even into September if we don't get another something to look forward to in the coming months. So yeah, I think that's probably another reason why people are probably, and myself included, are probably a little bit curious about what is the depth of this DLC because there just isn't a lot of other stuff on the horizon. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
So there's those new stages, the starry stages. The enemies in those stages are more powerful. There's new enemies. So again, they didn't just come flat out and say, but it sounds like maybe these are going to be a bit more challenging than the base stages. You do need to complete kind of the first area of the game to get access. So if you're just picking up this game for the first time, like those are not going to be available from the get-go, but you doesn't seem like you have to play very far.
Yeah, this game was never supposed to be like super hard though. This is a game.
It does have some hard stuff in it though.
Yeah, but it's one of those Kirby games.
You play the hard mode? You play Kirby hard mode?
I didn't play the hard mode.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, I like Kirby games for them to be like relaxing and very, easy paced, but maybe some people want more challenge in a Kirby game, but I never expect that from a Kirby game, I guess.
There are a couple of new mouthful modes
Yes.
in this, which all look cool. There's Spring Mouth, which lets you do sort of a big springy high jump, and then you can smash down. The Gear Mouth, this is
That's
one,
cool.
I think this one looks cool. It lets you climb on walls, either vertically or horizontally. It looks kind of like a Metroid spider ball situation.
Exactly.
I like that. And then Sign Mouth is kind of a... It seems to be like you're skiing almost down these slopes or like skateboarding down these slopes. Probably a more specialized kind of transformation.
I was going to say, out of the three, Sign Mouth looks like the worst one.
Well, it seems to be for these very like specialized gameplay sections where it's like, oh, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
Versus like, use it to solve this puzzle. It's like, no, now you're kind of doing this like skiing mini game.
Those mouthful modes were good in the base game. Remember we had the traffic cone?
Vending, car,
traffic cone. Those were all very imaginative.
Those were great.
Was there a wheel? I can't remember now. We also, when we were in Japan, remember when we went to the Kirby Cafe, you got a cake that was the car mouthful Kirby mode.
Right.
How cute was that? You don't seem
I think I saw something like a cake like that in this overview trailer.
Oh, yeah. There's those little gotcha things that you can get.
Right.
Those little figures.
Yes.
Was there a cake too? There's always food.
I think there was some cake that I saw in that overview trailer that looked exactly like that.
Like the cake that you got?
Yeah.
That cake was delicious.
But the amount of Kirby merchandise out there is like really...
It's like insane.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
I love a Kirby. I got those earrings when I was there.
Right, of like Nintendo franchises that have a lot of merch. That's near the top.
Oh yeah, and it's available in a lot of places outside of just normal, outside of gaming stores too. Like when I go to my Japanese grocery store, there's always Kirby stuff there.
Yeah, they've done a good job.
They've done a really good job.
Right. So you mentioned the figures. You can get a new kind of currency, these starry coins, to purchase those. Those are fun to collect. Did you get very into that?
Not really.
I didn't get super into it. I like looking at it.
I did like his little face.
Kirby's face,
when
just
he
looking
looks
at
at the figures, the big head.
That was very cute.
It's so cute.
That was very cute. For the people who want that extra challenge, there is this extra tough boss rush mode.
Yes.
I've never been the biggest fan of boss rushes, but I guess it's good that that's there.
You're not like into just only fighting. Is that what it is, or just it's not fun for you?
I don't know.
I'll try it out.
Okay.
It could be fun.
Sure.
It's like a stadium kind of, it's almost like a stadium mode that they have. Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
So then there's also the enhancements to the visuals of the game. And in the announcement that they put out with the overview trailer, they said, quote, high quality graphics and faster frame rates. Now that's a bit vague. Yeah. So I did some digging and I found in the Treehouse Live that they did back in April,
yes,
they did commit to what these numbers actually are. So
Oh.
runs at 60 frames per second, handheld mode 1080p, docked 1440p. So not 4K, but definitely better.
Oh,
What?
weird.
What?
I thought it was 4K.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
dang.
Are you mad about this?
No, I don't dock. And I don't care. I was
You don't even dock.
I don't dock.
Do you even dock, bro?
I don't
no,
dock
you
and
don't.
I don't care. That's why I should make a shirt of that. I don't dock and I don't care. I love that. That's cute.
Okay.
I always just had assumed that when they were making that Switch 2 edition, it was going to be 4K 60 frames, but whatever.
Can't handle it. So you said we both finished Forgotten Land,
Yes.
the base game.
You went back recently, too.
I did. I actually went back
And
to
did it hold up?
this last week.
I haven't played it in a while.
And kind of in preparation for this, because I remember I really liked it, but I was
Loved
like, oh
it.
no, a lot of the specifics are a little
It's so pretty.
vague to me. And maybe it's just me. I feel like this game has actually become a little bit underrated now because I was like, wow, this is really good. This was one of the first games that came out like right as we were starting this channel and all of this.
Yeah.
We did that
We did that thing where we
ridiculous
had the
video stuffed into that shirt. I'm not doing that again.
not doing that
don't
again.
ask me to do that again. I'm not
But it
doing
was
that again.
fun.
Yeah. No, this game was
The
great.
game is fun.
Really good.
Not being stuffed into a shirt.
Really good co-op game, and people kind of have this in, the upper echelon of like 3D platformers.
It totally belongs there. It
Right.
totally belongs there. And the look of the game is really beautiful. It's just like a really imaginative, happy. I remember feeling like when we were playing this game, we were like, this is exactly what we needed. This like joyful game.
Yes.
In the moment. I think it was like right around the time we were playing a lot of Elden Ring too. So I was like, oh, this is a great companion to this like dark, gritty, like pretty, very difficult,
Right.
but just a different thing. But this like bright, joyful game is exactly what we needed in that moment. And that's what I always love about Kirby games is that it always feels like in a moment where I need a bright, colorful, happy game, here comes little Kirby,
Right.
to make my day. And I think it's great.
Right. Now, last week we got a good question from the community pointing out that Kirby games often are available on old generation hardware, even after a new generation has launched. So I do think it's worth asking, why is this expansion exclusive to the Switch 2?
That is really interesting.
Because, yes, it looks nice. They've upgraded the graphics of the entire game. I wouldn't say that I'm seeing anything that's like, oh, this clearly is not possible
on a Switch 1.
On a Switch 1. Why not?
Yeah, that is very interesting. I feel like there are moments in Nintendo's strategy where they definitely want to have things as an example of why you should upgrade if you haven't yet. I'm not sure I agree that this is that example. I wouldn't say someone that hasn't gotten a Switch 2 yet is like, that convinced me. The Kirby Forgotten Land DLC is what pushed me over the edge to get a $500 console. Like, I wouldn't say that is accurate, but I kind of feel like they are making those judgment calls of like which games belong in the category of like, could this push somebody over the edge to get one? Or even, we talked a little bit about Nintendo and their challenge maybe getting more of a kid audience into the next generation. Is this something where a parent is like, oh, this is perfect for my kid. Maybe I will get that family system. I will upgrade to a Switch 2 for the family. I don't know. I feel like those are the kinds of discussions
Seems like a full game would be a lot more effective at doing that.
They don't have that right now.
Versus the what is this level of question around an expansion. But yeah, I think if you ask them, like, this is very much like, this is the next thing on the launch roadmap. This is the thing for late August. This is a big deal. We're going to support this. But I don't know for the general public if that's how the perception
I don't think that's
actually
the general
is.
public,
And just kind of, beyond the strategic intent of driving the Switch 2, like it may end up being a bit of a miss.
Exactly.
To not have this on the Switch.
I think their intention is to drive adoption, obviously, and have more reasons for people to check off as to whether or not they should upgrade. But I don't think it's going to work. I don't think this is the game to do that with.
Right.
I don't think that strategy actually is very good, but I think that's what they're doing, So, yeah, it is interesting. And yeah, at some point, it's one of those, like, they got to pull the Band-Aid off, and they have to stop supporting the previous generation because they need
Been
people to
3 months,
upgrade.
by the way.
Better get going.
It's been like 2.5 months, actually, so we're ripping fast, I guess.
Yeah, ripping fast.
Okay.
Ripping fast.
Based on what you've seen, tell me one thing that you are excited for and one thing that might have you a little bit worried.
I am excited to check out these new, like, levels and stuff. I think they look interesting, and they look fun. Again, just thinking back to the base game, you know, it was really a really good game. And I expect to just have more of that.
Yeah.
The thing that maybe is just like a little bit of a worry is like what we talked about, whether or not this is substantial enough. And I'm also not expecting to be like, wow, they totally surprised me with this DLC. I can't believe they did this in a Kirby game. My expectations are more of like, this is a game I liked and I'm gonna get more of that.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't expect to be like shock and awe.
Is that a bad sign that that's like the height of praise that you have for this?
Well, that's my point, is that like I feel like my mood and my kind of pinned hopes and dreams on this game is really affected by the fact that we don't have a lot on the horizon that's a Switch 2 exclusive right now. I'm looking for something to keep me excited about a new thing that I paid a lot of money for. So I feel like that's like tainting my mood and expectations and excitement. It's sort of like that one time in January when we were bored and we bought Fire Emblem Engage.
Yeah.
It's like we were like desperate
to
play something on a Switch, and that was like the only thing that we could find.
Right.
And we both weren't really that excited about Fire Emblem Engage, but ended up playing the entire game. So that is exactly kind of how I feel about this.
I think the timing is curious because it's three plus years since that first game came out. Like you could argue, like, well, you could make a new Kirby game and
by this time
in 3.5 years, and you know, the timing of an expansion is interesting, and I wonder, like, is 3 years a little bit too long to ask people to return to this game that maybe a lot of people have played through and moved on from it? And it's like, yes, it's like, that's a great game. Like, there will always be people who want to go back to it and now have a reason, but I wonder if for other people are like, oh, ship's kind of sailed on that.
I've moved on
I've
from
moved on to
this.
other things. I like Kirby, but I'm ready for a new Kirby versus just...
But
playing the hits again.
But are they like us, where they're just looking for reasons to
some people
play games on their Switch too?
Sure, some people are.
Because I want to play new games on my new system that I got. And I get it. I get that people are like, oh, I have so much backlog, and I have so many Switch 1 games that I want to play. I mean, I have some backlog in some Switch 1 games, but I'm not really like excited about that right now. I want to play new games on a Switch 2. Like, I want to play new stuff.
Can I interest you in Welcome Tour?
I already played that and didn't like
to
it.
completion?
I didn't like
100%?
Yeah,
Maybe if you 100% it, you'll
this
feel
is
differently.
where Drag and Drive like totally becomes my goatee. You never know. You never know.
Oh, remember how you were
possible.
strangely good at ARMS? Maybe you'll be strangely good at Drag and Drive, where it's like...
I feel like I might be.
This is just...
It's so stupid.
This is just your, touched by the hand of God talent.
The talent that no one cares about is what
nobody wants or cares about.
I wish I was a great Smash player, but I'm like terrible. I wish I was good at Street Fighter, but I'm terrible at that. Somehow I'm good at a game that no one plays. Awesome. Awesome.
That's your fate.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like a Drag and Drive savant.
Yeah.
Here
You'd
we
be
go.
Dunking on everybody. Wow. My gosh.
I can't dunk in real life. I can dunk in this game.
No.
Yeah.
I think, I agree. Like, that's kind of the thing that I'm excited about, and I do wonder, like, is that enough for enough people to kind of push this over the hump?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, going back to that game, I was like, oh yeah, this is like super good, and I would be very interested in playing more of this.
Right.
The thing, I wouldn't say that I'm worried about it, but I wonder how impressed I will be is these upgraded graphics, because when I went... That game still looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And I understand...
I remember that game looking amazing when I first played it.
Yeah, I understand I think that one's running at 30, but it was a very smooth 30, like however they were doing. Like, I was like, I'm not noticing...
Like
drops. It's not like when I was playing Ninja Gaiden last week and my eyes were bleeding.
Yeah.
Like, it was a very smooth
Or even that
30.
part in Donkey Kong that you were talking about where there was like major frame drops during those boss battles.
Sure. So yeah. I'm just not feeling like this is going to be this big
like graphical showcase.
Like, oh my gosh, the glorious graphics. Yes, I am in the next generation. I'm just not expecting that.
That's the thing too, is like I want more proof points of that I'm in the next generation. Like I just want to be like razzle dazzled, you know? The game that truly did that for me was Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And that was just like the whole time I had that like that odd feeling like this is the next generation. Wow, I'm playing this on a Switch. Like amazing.
Totally.
And I want more games to do that. Whiny.
Jeez. Okay. Wow. So what amount of content in this expansion is going to make you feel like, yes, I got my money's worth for $20?
Give me like
with that number that the person said.
100 levels?
50% of the original levels being converted to story levels, would that do it?
That's pretty good.
I think I would be very happy with that.
Give me like 10 to 12 hours.
That's a lot.
That's like half the game, right?
I'm not sure you're getting 10 to 12 hours out of this.
Basically, it was like 25 hours.
I don't remember.
How long is Kirby? There you go. That's
Again,
perfect.
it's a very...
I feel like it was at least 25 hours.
10 and a half hours.
Darn it!
You are terrible. You are the worst at judging the length of a game.
I am.
You are absolutely the worst at that.
This is like my like.
Just stop doing that.
Okay, then.
You've got to stop.
Oh, I only get 5 hours then?
Yeah, it's not that long.
For $20? $4 an hour?
Well, what if it's less than 50% of these stages? What if it's a quarter of these stages?
Uh-oh.
Better do this boss rush.
I can do the boss rush.
Better collect these bottle caps or whatever.
I need the little figures. I need a cake.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, well, that's going to lead into our next question. Will this get people through September? If there's no...
Well, if it's going to be 2 hours, then no.
So we have Pokemon in October.
Yeah.
I don't think there's...
Drag and Drive, and this is what we got right now.
I don't think
Do you think the combination...
I mean, the ship may have sailed on Drag and Drive by the time this comes out.
So the combination of Drag and Drive and Kirby is basically what we got April, probably...
April?
I'm sorry.
August,
yes. And probably like the first couple of weeks of September.
I don't know. I mean, it's getting late to announce one of these big games for September.
Texas is coming up.
So?
I don't know.
So what?
I'm getting desperate.
I mean, there'll be third-party games.
Third-party games will save us all on a game.
Yeah, but again, if you were excited about a Metroid or a...
Really hopeful that Metro was September.
I don't think it's gonna be.
It's not.
Yes.
It's not.
No. So I think the answer to that question is no. This is probably not getting people through September.
I don't think it is.
I don't see this having super long legs.
I really thought it was 15 hours.
I see this being one of these games that's kind
of. I thought it was 15 hours.
In and out in a week, where it's like people play it, people like it, and it's like, all right, well that.
How long did it take us to go get through Donkey Kong? How many hours did we play Donkey Kong for?
I mean, we were doing a lot of stuff post game.
Yeah.
So I'm even still playing some Donkey Kong.
Me too, but like the truly focused Donkey Kong gameplay, we played it for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think for us it was about two-ish weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, some people blow through this in like a night, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Like even a big, huge game, meaty, chonky, banana-y game like Donkey Kong was about 2 weeks of average
unless there's
time.
some big like twists and turns or surprises in this.
I don't think there is. That's what I'm saying.
They'll get the lore community all worked up.
Oh, the lore.
I don't know. I don't know what the staying power is.
Wow.
So that's a no.
Oh, I'm really shocked by your by
what? The truth?
Yes.
What?
By the realization that the base game was only 10 to 15.
Yeah.
I really am shocked by that.
This is a Kirby game. What do you think?
Why did I think it was so long?
I don't know. All right, here's a more positive question. Is Kirby now an A-list franchise in the Switch 2 generation?
We got 2 Kirby games this year.
Yes, we have Air Riders. Yes.
For now.
But
and we have this.
But again, coming off of Forgotten Land, just like catapulted Kirby up into the a couple levels.
Yeah.
So, but is Kirby an A-list franchise? Not necessarily this, because this is not a full new release. But if this if HAL did like, oh, here's the next big full 3D Kirby game.
I think so.
Is that an A-list release?
I think so.
Or they say we're spending all the money to launch this?
We should do that.
We?
Not we. They.
So
I think so.
So you're saying yes?
I'm saying yes because I love Kirby.
Yeah.
And I love Kirby games. It's kind of like the Donkey Kong situation where Nintendo has not done all that they can do with that particular character. And Kirby is one of the ones that, usually ranks a bit lower than Donkey Kong in terms of like people knowing who Kirby
Right.
is. And Nintendo has, we've worked on so countless Kirby campaigns where there always is a directive like we got to make people.
They didn't go 10 years without a Kirby game, at least.
That's true. That's true.
They barely go 10 months without a Kirby game.
They do try all different sorts of ways to get people into a Kirby game.
All sorts of different games, spin-offs.
Different types of gameplay, different audiences.
Right.
So there is a lot of focus and support for Kirby, but I do think that for a long time Kirby was sort of a secondary game to another big release. It was like I'm always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Okay.
That's what Kirby was, I think. But now I think Kirby is pushed to that next level, which I love, and I think that they should continue to push Kirby and Kirby games to higher and higher quality.
Okay. I think it's hard for Kirby to get to A list. I'm going to say like a B+ list because I think there's always going to be detractors to Kirby who are saying either it's too easy, I need a harder game, or oh, it's a pink thing, I'm a big macho guy, can't be seen playing this, no.
What?
So I just think there's like some, in terms of like A list being like, oh yes, this is the breakthrough incredible game. Like I think there's just always going to be some amount of people who are like, oh, it's not really for me. But it does seem like the quality of these games is
gone way
headed
up.
in the right direction.
Yeah.
The audience is getting bigger and bigger, which is great. So I think this is a franchise that is still very much on the upswing.
I think so too, and I hope that we see more.
Yeah, a very well managed franchise. To our point about all the merch and all the other supporting things, just getting people excited.
Where's the Kirby theme park? Part of Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
Be great.
Yeah,
give me some.
We went to the Kirby Cafe. Like you said. Yeah,
there was a surprisingly large Kirby section at the San Francisco Nintendo store. Remember, we were surprised by that.
Yes, I do remember that.
We went downstairs and we were like, "Whoa, that's way bigger than we thought it would be."
Yeah.
So they are doing a good job of like Kirby all around you kind of thing.
Sure.
Which I like.
What is your hype level for Star-Crossed World from 1 to 10?
I think an 8.
That's pretty good.
Again, I just need something to do. You know me.
Wow.
Very easily bored.
Oh,
so I just want to play this thing, and I feel like I don't play.
Back to Persona 5?
It's not a Switch 2 game.
You play it on it. Basically is, right?
Maybe. I'm just not excited about that. Maybe that's just me, though. I'm not excited about it.
Aging out of gaming?
No,
in
because
general,
I
maybe?
have so many games.
Is that what's happening? You've hit the point of no return?
No, I love so many games and other platforms. I feel like after Donkey Kong, I was like, oh, I have to put the thing down again because there's nothing to play on it. Darn it.
Gosh. I'll be honest, my hype was very low before I saw this overview trailer. Before the overview trailer, I would have said it was like a 5.
For Kirby?
But now that I saw the trailer and now that I went back to the game, and again, like I had that thought, I was like, oh my gosh, this game is actually maybe
really good.
Underrated. And again, maybe that was just me, like forgetting some of that experience, but I'm also going to put myself at a very strong 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Lastly, would you care to guess the Metacritic score? And this is tricky. The way that they score these.
Do they review this separately? Yes.
They will review it.
They will
review it. But again, you have to like, well, how much are they reviewing the original game versus the DLC? So Forgotten Land on itself in 2022 got an 85. It's
pretty good.
Which I would say is a little. I would have thought that'd be like an 87.
Oh, I thought it was pretty good for a Kirby game.
This Kirby game?
I mean, this was the first
one of the best Kirby games we've ever had.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to say 81 is the Metacritic score for the DLC.
I'm going to say 84.
Okay. I learned my lesson of going too high.
99!
I'm wrong every time because I'm always like, it's a 9!
You sure are wrong about a lot, my gosh.
Hey!
Good thing you have a podcast to get all these bad takes out.
They're not bad takes. It's just a misjudgment of time
It's just bad judgment.
I really should not be ever invited to write an article for howlongtobeat.com because I will tell you that a game is like 10 hours and it's going to be like 400 hours. I'm almost done. You're like, you're so not almost done.
We asked our Patreon community at patreon.com/KitandKrysta to let us know how they were feeling about this game. We did a poll. Let's see what they said. 40% of people said, I'm getting this day one.
See?
Good. 10% said, I'll wait for reviews and impressions before I decide. 22% said, I'll probably get it later. Another 22% said, I'm not interested, I'm not getting it. And then the lone 7%, of course, said, I don't have a Switch 2. Can't get it if you don't have a Switch 2. You just lost out on 7% of sales.
There you go.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Ninja11 says, I don't understand why no one seems excited about this. At worst, it'll be a shorter campaign of an amazing game that we already own.
Yeah.
And at best, it'll be like Octo Expansion and be so amazing and innovative, it'll outshine the main game. While it is more likely to be the former, it'll still be a great time.
Agreed.
Dexter S said, maybe later, maybe on sale. I skipped it on the Switch, and Switch 2 release with new content seems like the perfect time to pick it up, but the $80 price tag is just too steep. Nintendo really needs to reconsider the pricing. I understand it makes sense from the perspective of a $60 Switch game plus a $20 Switch 2 upgrade with new content, but selling these upgrades with new content at $70 would have been a show of goodwill to fans and people looking for something to play on Switch 2. It's very unfortunate they chose pricing consistency and short-term profits over cultivating continued engagement with their fans.
That is pretty...
And now that you've said that, they raised the price to $90. Oh. They saw this comment and they said, we can
They're like, Dexter, guess what?
We will do better.
$100.
$90.
If you want to get the amiibo, $600.
I would buy a new Kirby amiibo. No joke, I would buy that.
Then it would be $100. $80. $80 for the base. So you paid $60 for the base game already. Then you're going to pay $20 for the DLC, and then you're going to pay another $20 at least.
There were some really good... What game were those with? That last set of Kirby amiibo? Was that for Star Allies? I can't remember.
I think so.
But it was like there were like three of them.
Star.
There was Kirby on the Star. There was DDD, and I think there was a Waddle Dee.
I want the Astronomer Waddle Dee.
Those were really nice. Was there a Meta Knight in that one? Oh, you want the Astronomer Waddle Dee? Yeah.
Yeah, I do want that.
I'd buy it.
Astronomer Waddle Dee is pretty cute.
I would buy it.
So what a cute hat.
Yes. And finally, Ben, either Tied or Teed says, day one for me, this is the first game my kid beat when he was 3 years old. So it's easy to say it holds a special place in our hearts at this house. Now that he's 6, he's still a Kirby fan, and I'm still player 2.
How fun.
Shout out to all my parent player 2 Waddle Dees out there with no special powers, just a bandana and a spear.
That's awesome.
This
my gosh, how cute!
To this point of being this is an underrated co-op game, I think. Also.
I think it's a very good co-op game.
Yeah. And you can do these new levels co-op as well. They showed that.
We're definitely
going
to do a gameplay video of us playing this game co-op.
Yeah,
for sure, because it's so fun.
Yeah, so people, I mean, again, the overview trailer is very good, but definitely that Treehouse Live from a few months ago is also good at digging into some of those other details.
Yeah.
Okay, time for our story time, and again. The reason we were thinking about New Super Mario Bros. Wii is that there was that rumor, which I guess has been debunked, where people were saying, aha, we found the big game for Mario's 40th anniversary. It's a New Super Mario Bros. Collection.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't.
Maybe it's good that got debunked.
So the Mario anniversary is in September.
Yeah, it is.
We have not heard peep.
What, is it September now?
No, but we haven't heard
anything. Now people are talking about a Twitter account that they found, that they're like, oh, I found it.
No, that's probably fake.
Found it.
If anything, they'll probably do it on Nintendo Today. Dumb.
So we wanted to talk about New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which, I don't know about you, this is my favorite New Super Mario Bros.
Mine too.
Game. This is one that I worked on. This was in my first year at Nintendo. This is a 2009 game, so we got some stories about this. They're both happening around E3 2009. And did you go to that E3?
This is my...
Okay.
This is my
good.
Trauma / grudge.
When do you want to rant about this?
I'll do it after you.
You'll do it after.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's always E3, like, it takes them a long, these booths are so big and so complex, it takes them a long time to build them up.
Yeah.
So,
they're there like days and days before the show.
Yeah, like sometimes they'll get there like a week in advance because it's like, well, we need to literally build this booth.
They come in pieces. Like, remember that New Donk City booth that we had?
Yes, they just got more.
had to do that over a span of like 2 weeks.
Right. They just got more and more elaborate. And this year, 2009, was a bit more of a straightforward build. It was still very big.
Yeah.
We always had one of the biggest booths. And I think they always took pride in the booth being like very, open spaces, no choke points, because there were a lot of booths where it's like, I don't know how to get where I need to go.
And also they want other people walking by to see
Right,
stuff.
or you've got
like
some guy
advertising.
screaming into a microphone, and it's like, I just want to leave because this is an unpleasant. They prided themselves on making this a very pleasant, nice place to hang out and play games.
And the person that used to run all of this was the one and only, the big man himself, Don James.
Yes.
Who we told many stories about in the past, and he's since retired.
Yeah.
But this was his
He loved this.
He loved this,
Yes.
and he was good at it, and he had a great team that would do these big elaborate E3 booths, and it was like a point of like true, expertise and joy for him to do this.
And he was one of the creators of E3. It makes you wonder, like, how much did that play in him hanging it up? You're like, no more E3s, no more me. I'm out.
I mean, that's a great career. Like you saw the fruition and the sort of the end of this whole thing kind of marks your entire career. Like, go out on a high,
Right. Anyway, so the whole point to this is it's tricky when you have a big new game that you are showing off in your booth that is unannounced.
Yeah.
So we would do the press conference
Tuesday.
Early on Tuesday. It was way too early.
9 a.m.
Way too early.
It's 9 a.m.
Yeah.
It's not that early.
But we would have to get there very early. Like, we'll see you at 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
Call time 7 a.m.
Call time
is
is
that
early.
early enough for you? You want to get there at 5 a.m.?
I don't do well in the morning.
You're trading your crypto at 4 a.m. like some psychopath? What are you doing?
I'm putting my face in a bucket of Saratoga ice water
I'm rubbing
at 3
a banana
a.m.
on my face. Yes, exactly.
I'm awake.
Good. So that was a tricky thing. And this year in 2009, they got into a jam where the game was leaked because this was the big kind of showpiece game for 2009. They had all these stations, and they had these very big graphics showing like the key art from the game, like all the characters jumping around on Yoshi's, basically what you saw on the box. And they had covered all of that with these drapes. And beyond that, they also would surround the entire booth with thick drapes, and they would have security watching there. And like they had people watching this stuff and they had like
24 hours.
They had
a
like
day.
a mantra. It was like, if you see somebody who should not be in the booth,
Tackle them.
Tackle them. It's not ask them to leave. It's not,
And someone did get tackled.
It's not tell somebody. It's literally tackle them.
Remember that guy that got tackled? He was trying to unscrew the back of the thing. That giant guy.
What happened?
This person.
When was this?
This was not 2009. I think it was like 2012, maybe. Super Booth, whatever that year was, maybe later. Anyways, there was a guy with a screwdriver.
Just some random guy.
Random guy. Trying to, because they lock the dev kits into the interactives. Right. Someone saw some guy with a screwdriver like up his sleeve, like trying to undo the interactive in the back and steal the dev kit. And they literally tackled that guy.
Wow.
To the ground.
Right. So
body slammed him.
Again, like the logistics for the booth were impeccable. So it was like, well, if you need to get in, there's a checkpoint where you show your credentials and somebody will escort you in and all that. In this case, some sneaky person found a little hole in the drapes, and they took a picture of the booth, which again was just things covered with these thick drapes. You couldn't see things that you didn't need to see, but they still posted on the internet. And then, I don't know how people do this.
They X-rayed
or they know how to do this. They're like, well, I'm going to put this through this combination of Photoshop filters, and you could literally see through it. And it was, the new game is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. So that had leaked like a couple days before the E3 press conference.
That was pretty bad.
This was pre-Nintendo Direct. We had a physical press conference. I remember it well. And yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, our big thing for E3 got leaked. We did everything that we thought we could do to protect it. Yes, there is some risk of putting up a big physical booth, But you can't do it. And later on, like they did take some measures to really limit the physical items in a booth. There was a lot of like, oh, well, now it's going to be an LED sign. Or I remember the Smash Brothers year where Mr. Sakurai was like, I need this giant sign that's going to have all this programming on it. And that became a huge headache for people.
They're like, we got to put it up at the very last minute.
What are we putting on this thing? And it's this insane like aspect ratio that nothing comes in,
nothing
all this
fits and
all this custom stuff.
Crazy,
so they did, that was like a big moment of reflection of like, well, we can't have like physical items
like printed
in advance or it needs to be put out after the announcement happens. Like we have to be able to logistically plan for that to happen because like this was just like never again.
Yeah, that was bad. It was very much like a never again. We learned our lesson. I think later on it was.
But what are these Photoshop filters where you can just like X-ray specs or something? What is
contrast?
What is it's just contrast? That's it.
Photoshop is a very powerful tool. Very powerful.
Wow.
You can do a lot with Photoshop.
You like take a picture of somebody in clothes and like now you're naked. Can you do that? It's like those sensors they have at the airport.
At the airport,
where it's like, oh, now I'm seeing everything.
Oh.
I have a TSA pre-check. I don't go through those.
You don't need to take your shoes off anymore.
No. So what? So you want to rant?
I do want to rant.
Okay, go ahead.
So this was my...
Go off, queen.
Ew. I had been at the company for like 2 years at this point, and I had gone to E3 already, like before this. And for some...
You went to the bad E3.
I went to that was my first E3, the bad one. The one in like not LACC.
So there was the Santa Monica year?
Yeah.
And then there was the year that was very in between. It's like, all right, we're coming back to the convention center.
Yeah, I went to both of those.
Oh, those were the two worst ones.
Yeah, and the game that I showed was Wario Land Shake It. Remember that game?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, anyways. So I, E3 has always been like a very, back in the day, people, we all looked forward to going. It's, I guess, a fun and exciting thing, and you are working on it, for a long time, and part of the reward is that you get to go and see it all come together.
Right.
Why would you work so many hours in April and May to then not be able to go? But then for some reason, like that year, they were very like limited on the amount of people that were able to go to E3. I feel like there was another year where producer Stephanie was left behind.
I think so.
Yeah, so I was left behind and I wasn't able to go to the show, which I was mad about. But what I was really mad about was my boss, which was also your boss at the time, was so mean. And this person, first of all, I already felt bad because I didn't get to go. And I was already cranky about that.
Oh, jeez.
And then this person was like, you're going to be around here the week of E3. No one's going to be around. It's going to be a slow week. Maybe you should clean my office. And I think I saw, I legit saw red. I wanted to murder. I wanted to do this, Kirby with a knife. I could not believe this person said this. He's like, you can just tidy up my office, maybe go through some old files. But I was like, are you allowed to say that to me? Seriously, are they allowed to say, I should have went to HR.
Incredible.
Right? I don't think that is okay to say to somebody. I don't know. Maybe it is, but I don't know. I was really upset by this.
Well, after this podcast, I'm going to be kicking off so maybe you can clean up the studio while I'm gone.
I always clean up after you when you leave.
See you tomorrow.
I'm always cleaning.
Cleaning up my messes.
I'm always cleaning.
Oh, gosh.
Dirty, nasty people's offices. Gross. There were some really dirty people in the office that I would be disgusted by.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I was so mad. I was so mad.
Did you do it?
No.
So what did you do that week?
I don't think I went.
Did you even show up?
I didn't show up.
Nobody there.
I don't care. I'm still mad. Oof. I'm still mad at this person. I'm gonna be mad for the rest of my life. I'll be mad. They should be kicking themselves for saying something like that to somebody. That is just not. It wasn't even a nice thing. They didn't ask nicely.
Yeah.
It was just really upsetting. It's deeply upsetting to me. I was so mad. I'm still mad. I'm still really mad. I'm seriously mad.
Well, I'm very glad I'm not on the receiving end of this.
And you know what? Honestly, when this whole thing leaked, I was like, serves them right, those losers.
Karma
is a B. And then I was like, I hope he's dealing with it. It wasn't you were dealing with it. Were you dealing with it all?
No, it wasn't me really. No, at that point it was not me. No.
I wasn't really that close to you at that time, so I didn't.
No, we weren't really friends then.
Yeah, no, so I didn't care about you or anybody else. So I was like,
forget him too.
Forget all of this. I was like, good. I'm glad it leaked. Yeah. Serves them right. Stupid losers.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I was really.
Wow.
I was really mad.
My gosh.
I was truly upset.
Anyways. You did go we went the following year, right?
I've never missed it since.
You didn't miss it since. Okay.
Yeah, until it like went away.
So 2 years, and then you missed, and then you went every other year.
Yeah.
Huh. I wonder why that was.
I don't know.
I did always wonder, like because Nintendo sent a lot of people. Like, how many people do you think went? It's in the hundreds.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, what is the cost of hotel rooms, food, transportation for hundreds of people to be in LA for a week?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I mean, E3 was an expensive endeavor. I mean, just the cost of, we were just talking about how elaborate the booths got. Just that cost.
But just the people.
And then you tack on all the staff.
Oh my goodness.
And then you got all the people flying in from Japan.
Well, this is how you ended up in the Santa Monica Barker hangar one year. It's because all these companies were like, I don't want to spend all this money.
Yeah.
We need to be smaller. And then they did that. It's like, this sucks. We want to spend more money again. We don't know what we want.
I know. And then the whole thing shut down.
Right.
Because no one knew what they wanted.
We don't know.
And then it was like, oh, industry only. Oh, no, we got to let the fans in. And then it's like this and that. So, it just became a whole thing.
The next part of this story also happened at that same E3, 2009. And we've talked about this before. We would do these developer roundtables where they were these private events, usually the evening of the first day. And we would bring in, from globally, all the regions would bring in their media, and we would show them a little bit more from a game. Oftentimes we would have a little bit more news that we were holding on to.
These were like more intimate. For that. Smaller events.
Yeah, those were cool events.
Fun, really fun.
And definitely in a style that like you couldn't do because it was always like, well, we're not filming these. You were literally the only people to see these. Like these days, it would just be like another Nintendo, like just throw it in the Nintendo Direct. There's no point.
Developer event anymore.
Right. In this era, there is no purpose for this to exist. But we were showing New Super Mario Bros. Wii at this year's developer roundtable. And Mr. Miyamoto was there, and he was going to be talking about it. And I did get to see this interesting phenomenon with him that I was reminded of when, I think it was one of the developer interviews for Donkey Kong Bonanza, where they were like, yeah, Mr. Miyamoto's played the game, but it's interesting to see him play the game because he doesn't progress through it like a single, like a normal player would.
Yeah.
He kind of gets focused on like
one aspect
some action, and he just does it again and again, and he's like just studying it and trying to understand it. And I got to see that exact same thing happen. We were at a rehearsal. We would have these rehearsals the day before. They were very chaotic. It was like the AVs trying to get set up. Like a lot of these developers they just literally did not have the mental time to think about what they were going to say.
They're still a little jet lagged.
So we would show up like, what are you guys going to talk about? Because we've been asking you for a month and you keep pushing us off like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and there's always a lot of hangers on the room too.
Yes, and it's
like a theater.
And then there's like 30 Japanese people like tapping you on the shoulder like, oh, Kitson. It's like,
stop it.
Space, please. Thank you. Take a seat. We're trying to get something done here.
A lot of hangers on.
Somebody in white gloves fiddling with something.
Like an amiibo or something.
I'm doing I'm setting up this TV. I'm setting up the colors on this TV. Go, Kitson.
Oh my
Sit down. But we had the game there, and we had kind of a quiet moment, and like I saw Mr. Miyamoto playing this game, and I remember it was one of the kind of ice stages where you had the penguin suit, and he was just doing that move where you could kind of like slide
on the little belly
on the ice.
Yeah.
But that's all he was doing, and he was just very intently like watching it and doing the slide and then stopping and then going and doing it again. And it was like, what is he getting at? Is he making some mental notes that he's going to go back to the developers?
Like this doesn't feel
and tell
right,
them like give them some feedback on his experience, or is he just like I don't know? He just sees things differently.
Well, that's why he's a genius.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was very interesting to see because I just kind of sat there myself behind him for a few minutes. I was like, what is happening here? What is
Yeah.
What is going on?
He definitely experiences games in a much different way. I would love to know if there was a game that he actually played through recently.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not sure he's regularly like He's not like...
He's not 100%ing Welcome Tour.
No, he's not like hanging out like in his backyard playing Donkey Kong Bonanza in his spare time. Like he is not.
No, he is
that.
not. No.
But it's almost like he's seeing it from a very different perspective than you normies playing through a game, you know? And he's noticing things that you would never think to notice.
Yeah.
Sakurai's like that too.
Yeah.
He'll just do like one move.
Right.
I've seen him over and over again. One punch over and over again. Like,
very mechanics
just
focused.
Mechanical.
Yeah.
I wonder if they enjoying it left.
Did he bring that little wood person he's got with him?
The IKEA guy, the little like wood
frame guy. Yeah,
he's like the little arms and legs.
Right. Wow.
So interesting.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
We got another great story time coming for you next week, but for now, let's move on. We don't have another live read for this episode, so we're using this time to give ourselves a little German.
Oh gosh, this is
crash
what the
course.
German lesson is.
I have found some useful German phrases.
Oh no.
Have you ever spoken German before?
Only like good morning and thank you.
Since we're going to Gamescom, you're going to need to learn some German.
How do you say cheers? Proust? No, that's not German.
Prost?
Prost is Prost.
I think it's Prost. That's the first thing you got in your mind?
Yes.
Cheers and a boot of beer?
I really just want to learn how to say cheers in all languages around the world.
Okay.
I think I'm getting pretty close.
Well, you did say today that you wanted to go on some shopping spree in Germany.
I didn't say shopping spree.
Apparently for nothing in particular, but you're going to have to learn how to say this. How much does this cost? Can you say this phrase in German?
What? Why? Weil kostet das?
So I'm confused by this because I know in German the sound of a W and a V is like swapped. So when it's written like this, is it we or is it V?
Wie viel kostet das?
Wie viel kostet das?
Kostet das?
I don't know. We're going to need somebody's going to have to give us
I'm
a tip.
so sorry.
On the W's and
Are
the
we
V's.
insulting people?
No, we're learning.
Okay.
No, we're learning. This is not done to be. This is literally our skill level, so we have to improve. I'll do the next one. I would like the bill, please, because I'll probably be picking up the bill on all
You
these.
definitely have to pick
on
up
all
the
these things. Oh boy, what do those two dots mean? Ich maat biet de Rechnung.
Bitte.
Bitte?
Bitte is please. I
Bitte is please.
I think I
Okay.
know that one.
Ich maat bitte die Rechnung.
Rechnung.
That's a tough. You gotta be careful with that
Rechnung.
word. Okay.
Okay. What kind of words are these?
This is a tough language. And then I found here's the German's famous for having these very long words where it's like many things combined together. Here's a word that just means friendship.
Okay.
Can you say this?
Freundschaft Biesenhangen.
Freundschaft Biesenhangen. Means friendship.
Yeah, friendships. Okay.
Okay. This is something we're going to have to do. Airport security check.
Oh my. Flughafensicherheitskontrolle.
Control. So you're kind of looking. It's like what are the words that are mashed together here? Flughafen Sicherheitskontroll.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, like.
Okay, so
remember?
airport Flughafen, I think.
Flughafen, because
Sicherheit, security, control. Check. Okay.
okay. We figured this one out.
Nailed that one.
Because you know they call the Red Bull Flugtag, which is like that flying con.
Sure.
So Flughafen airport.
I think that means airport.
That makes sense to
All right.
me.
Last one. Something we hope doesn't happen to us. Food poisoning.
Lebensmittelvergiftung.
Lebensmittelvergiftung. Vergiftung. Lebensmittelvergiftung. Oh man.
That's a long word.
Well, we're going to have to keep practicing these. That's the end of our German crash course. Thanks for bearing with us. But let's hope those people.
You didn't even have on there how to order coffee. I need coffee.
Let's hope there's some English speakers
well,
out
then
there.
you
I'm gonna
asked.
just hold up a phone with my Google Translate.
You asked somebody in our community. They're like, maybe just speak English because I think most people speak English because no one wants to hear your broken, awful German.
I'm worried about whatever things you're going to do to set off some international incident here.
What am I going to do?
I don't know. I need to look out for you.
I'm a very well-behaved
I need to
tourist.
mend fences by speaking some German, you see?
You're going to tell them, you're going to say friendship?
I'm going to say, we have a friendship, right? Yikes. We have a Monster Games we're playing segment.
Oh my gosh. I need to add one more game to this.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Tiny bookshop.
Start with that then. Just start with that.
Tiny bookshop.
Start with Tiny Bookshop. What is that?
So after the Indie World,
Yes.
there's a few games that came out that I wanted to check out.
Yeah.
One of them is a game called Tiny Bookshop.
Okay.
Very cute game, very fun for the summertime. You run a little mobile gift bookstore, tiny bookshop. Did I say gift shop or bookshop?
I don't know.
Whatever. Tiny bookstore, bookshop.
Which one is it?
Look it up. Tiny bookstore.
All right, you keep talking.
Tiny bookshop. Tiny bookstore.
Tiny bookstore.
Tiny bookstore?
Keep talking.
So you run a little mobile bookstore that's
Shop.
/shop.
Yeah.
And the whole game is around you like meeting people in this town, you managing the stock on the bookstore, and you can decorate your little mobile bookstore. The town that you're in is super cute. It's like a little seaside town.
Oh.
Very idyllic for the summertime. And it's super nice because you basically can set up your little bookstore at different parts around the town. So you can go to the little town square or set up shop next to the lighthouse or
That's nice.
set up shop at the beach.
I like that.
And it has a bit of kind of like that style savvy aspect where these customers would come in and say, hey, I really like this kind of book.
Yeah.
Can you recommend a book to me? And you can look through your the shelf and recommend a book to them. And all these are real books. They're books that exist in real
really?
life. So you can actually find some book
It's
recommendations.
like old timey stuff, or
and new, like a recent.
like they licensed this, or
It's just the title of it.
so.
I guess so. I don't know if they license it or not, but it's like the
I think if you're saying the Da Vinci Code, you might get in trouble.
Yeah, they have that book in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know how they got around the...
You just got them in big trouble.
Well, I'm just telling you what this game is. It doesn't have any artwork on the book or anything.
Yeah.
Just the name.
Just the name. Okay.
Yeah, but it literally has some of the books that I recently read myself. Like one series that I recently read is a series that you can.
Oh, wow.
Like Hunger Games are in there, for example. So, anyways, it's very cute, and you collect little things to decorate the bookstore. I put a little espresso maker in mine, hanging plant, and then you can go and buy books to replenish your stock. It's all very nice.
That does sound fun.
It's very nice.
Okay.
I like it quite a bit. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Other thing from the Indie World Showcase is the Mina the Hollower demo.
Yeah.
Which we've not played this game before. This game's been around for a little bit, but we just haven't had a chance to play it. So it was cool to actually sit down and check it out. I think maybe we had some different feelings about this one.
Oh?
You seem maybe not so sold on this.
It was a little hard for me.
Okay.
And the other thing, I think the game is really cute. You play as a little mouse.
Yes, so this is like a top-down, very retro. This is from Yacht Club, who did Shovel Knight. Kind of a top-down action adventure
Kind
game.
of reminds me of a Zelda game a little bit. You have different weapons that you can choose from. You're traversing this top-down world. You have some special abilities. You can do this burrow ability.
Yes.
That's kind of the unique factor of this game, and you can use that to either get to different areas or collect things.
Avoid attacks. Because you're underground.
Yeah. It's not. And also use it to time longer jumps and things like that. Mm-hmm. It was a little difficult for me, to be honest. I think the game's difficulty is pretty steep.
The fighting or the
all of it.
Exploring?
All of it.
Jumping. Okay.
All of it was hard. And the other thing that was a little bit tricky for me was the burrowing is really fun, but I didn't get a good sense looking at the graphics, which areas I can burrow and which I can't.
I do agree with that comment.
There was an area where there were these steel, kind of looks like steel bars, and I tried to burrow through 2 of the 3, and the third one worked, but they all looked exactly identical.
I agree with this comment.
So that part, I'm well, this is just some game design that needs to be polished.
Tightened up?
Yeah, because you want to make sure that you're giving the player, ability to explore, but you have to give them cues
Right.
as to like which areas are explorable.
Right.
So that part was a little tough for me. The platforming part of it requires a lot of precision. But then I feel like the game was not allowing me to do that precision. Like there was a thing that kept happening to me where I would jump and then it would kind of do another double jump. I wasn't sure if I was like holding the button down wrong or something, but there are some areas that would require you to do this like sort of burrow underground to kind of charge up and then jump.
Jump out, yeah.
And then there was like fire and stuff like that. So of course if you touch the fire, then you like either fall off the platform or whatever, but it just wasn't precise enough, even though it was requiring you to be very precise with your jumping. So I don't know. Those are the little things that I noticed. The game itself is really cute and I really like the setup, and like this type of game is something that I typically gravitate towards.
Right.
But
Share what you were saying to me about the graphics and kind of how they either do or do not help you kind of know what to do.
Exactly. They kind of have like a very chunky pixel look.
Chunkier than Shovel Knight, I would say.
Much chunkier than Shovel Knight. Chunkier than most of these sort of retro skewing or retro inspired games. There's something about either the color combination of the graphics or just the chunkiness of the pixels. It just made it hard for me to see. And that coupled with me not understanding which areas were okay to burrow through or go into.
Yeah.
It was a little tough.
I think with that style, and this almost feels more like Game Boy Color level graphics versus like Shovel Knight, which was like,
SNES
somewhere
maybe.
between like NES and SNES.
Yeah.
I feel like the screen size, like having a bigger screen is actually a detriment.
I know. It's like that thing where you zoom out and it actually looks clearer.
Right. You actually want the screen to be a little bit smaller. I think that was something I noticed as well, is like having this on like a bigger, because I think I played this through mostly handheld mode. Like even the big screen on, it's not a TV, but even like the size of the Switch 2 screen, I was like, I kind of wish I had a smaller Switch right now.
Holding it
because I think I would perceive everything a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I heard a lot of people say the Zelda comparison. I see a lot of Castlevania, like a top-down Castlevania as well. Like one of the weapons is a whip.
Is a whip, yeah.
You do like smash these like candelabras to get sub-weapons, and some of the sub-weapons are like
There's like that throwing axe sub-weapon.
Axe that goes exactly like this. Yes.
There's a knife that does like a boomerang thing, which is very Castlevania.
There's a lot of things that are very Castlevania, and we know Yacht Club likes its Castlevania, so I think it's an interesting concept. The burrowing, I didn't have the trouble with the burrowing with the jumping, but there was one boss that was kind of fast. And I think the game was telling you, like, okay, get underground to avoid these attacks. I couldn't get underground fast enough because there's kind of like, an animation that plays.
Yeah.
And I was having a hard time, like, anticipating the attacks and getting underground fast enough to avoid getting hit. So that's something
there's something about
to keep an eye on.
The precision that the game is requiring of you, the precision timing. Yeah. But the game itself is not allowing you to do it. I feel like your comment about burrowing underneath to avoid the boss attacks is very similar to my comment around like the jumping.
Yeah.
It's like it's requiring you to have this kind of precision around this game.
Right.
But the game mechanics are not allowing you to do that. So that just needs to be tuned a little bit. So.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Yeah.
The full game comes out on Halloween, I think. So actually not that far out. This game also had this big mode they were touting, this 120 frames. Yes, what is that? You had to activate it. I couldn't tell any difference. Oh, okay. I'm not sure this is the style of game that's really... that really requires 120 frames. Right. Again, it could be me, but I was like, it looks exactly the same. Man. Yeah, this is where I lost on me a little bit. Right. Yeah, another game that's on our list that's in that showcase that you've played before on Steam Deck that I finally played is UFO 50. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I bought that game right after the showcase. Right. So interesting. Yeah, it's like, I think I finally understand what you were saying before about like, it's surprising that there's literally 50 full-size games. Don't need 50 games. You really didn't need to do that.
But I totally agree that a lot of those games are like very hit or miss.
Yeah.
And some of them are simply unplayable.
Some of them are very like high concept, where it's like, okay, that's interesting, but I'm not sure that's fun to play.
It's not fun
Yeah,
to play.
yeah.
Yeah, some of them are fun-ish. But a lot of them are just like, I'm going to look at it for like 2 seconds.
Right,
And then
right.
I'm going to like know
But some of them are also like replicating some very old games.
Yeah.
Which again, like are not easy to go back to.
Right.
But it's like, okay, we created something in that style.
Right.
Because the idea is like, this is the library of this platform.
Yes.
This fictional platform.
Right.
And here is through the years, here
are the games.
Here's the library of games.
It's a very interesting concept.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of those games that they showcase are definitely like very, it's like almost like an art piece.
Yes.
It's like a museum
Sure.
of these retro games versus
totally.
like, I'm going to sit down and play
Yeah.
this entire game.
Right.
That was the
right.
sense.
How
that
did
I
you
got.
pick what to play?
I just went in order.
So you did what I did, where it's like just on to the next one.
On
to
to the
play
next
it all.
one.
Yeah.
But some of them,
Any favorites?
there was one
Hate 'em
where
all?
you're like a little koala in a playground and you have to do like these number puzzles. That was cute.
I don't remember that one, but
I
yeah.
like that one. There was another one where you were like a little witch or something. You had to like lead these little like lemmings almost into this like, you had to lead them into this one part of the map, and then these things were attacking you. I was very confused by it, but I like the look. Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting, but I'm not sure how like quote playable it is. You know what I mean?
Sure. I did not get this yet. They have that physical edition that's coming out later that has that strategy guide
Oh, how interesting.
with it, and it looks like one of those old school like Nintendo Power strategy guides,
that
and
could be fun
it
for this
covers
game.
it covers every game. I think I want to get that. I don't know that.
I would be interested in reading that strategy
There's
guide.
another version that has like the physical game plus that. Maybe I could get that. I was like, I don't know that I need to get this immediately because I already
Right.
have it on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I think I'll definitely play it more on the Switch. So I need to decide what version or versions of that I want to get, but I definitely want that strategy guide.
Yeah, I would like to read the strategy guide.
It looks
I think that would be
really cool.
helpful for me to understand
Yeah.
like how this game was, what the inspiration was and like why they picked these types of games and what does it represent, because I think that's the more interesting part about this thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You've also been playing an early version of the new Story of Seasons.
Yes, this
Grand
is
Bazaar.
Grand Bazaar.
Yes.
This is a game that you and I both checked out at PAX East.
Correct.
And it's finally coming out soon at the end of this month.
It's another end of August game for you, yeah.
So good though. I've just started my like early days, getting
Yeah.
my farm up and running, and like we're more so in the tutorial times right now, like figuring out like how the market days work. You and I both really like the little like you ring the bell to get sales for the market day.
Yeah, that was fun.
Everything is very cute. I have a cute cow.
Good.
And a cute
That's
horse.
What matters. That's what matters.
I started my garden.
Right.
This might be a good game for me to play on the plane.
Yeah.
On the way to
We've both been asking
Gamescom.
ourselves, what's the big plane game
I know.
going to be?
After you watch 6 hours of K-pop
I might need a break.
You might need a little break to
might
play
need a
some
break.
Story of Seasons.
I'm going to give you a German dictionary for you to read. I expect you to have
Play it in
done.
German.
I expect you to
Play
have it
a
done.
game in German to learn.
Yes, immersion learning.
Immersion, yes.
Right. So this series is what once was Harvest
Moon, yes.
We asked them that at PAX East because it's kind of a confusing thing.
Right.
Where there was some like business dealings that happened.
Oh, dealings.
Where Natsume kept the Harvest Moon name and brand, but with a completely different team, creative team behind it. And now Marvelous has Story of Seasons with
The original
the original
Moon team.
creators of.
Yes.
So it's a very confusing thing. But
So the point of this is that if you like the classic Harvest Moon games, you will like Story of Seasons.
because a lot of these games are on, and I know these games are very popular on NSO, all the Harvest Moon games. So if you're like, oh, I want to play a new one of those, like this is actually the proper lineage.
Correct.
For that. I would love to get I want the full uncensored story of
You need to take
of
them out to
this.
drinks.
Yes.
Some sake.
Yes,
get
we're
some
going
sake
to the
going.
izakaya. We're going.
Yeah, and then we can get the real story.
I want
the
this.
unfiltered
Good.
story.
I have been playing a game called Time Flies, which
We played this game a long time ago at a summer game
this
fest.
was at an event that we played a long time ago, and I had kind of forgotten about. And I was like, oh, this is coming out. Yes, I'll definitely get that. This is a very interesting idea for a game where you are playing as a fly, a literal fly, in this house, and you have a very short lifespan.
As flies do.
And up front, they ask you to choose, like, you choose your country. And the country dictates, I think they took the human lifespan in these countries and they just changed it from years to seconds.
Okay.
So, what's the lifspan of the United? Well, it's like 78 years or something.
So it's like 78 seconds.
So you have 78 seconds, but in Japan, it's a little bit longer. So it's like, if you're in Japan, you have 85 seconds or so.
Nice.
And they don't really explain that. Like, you kind of have, wait, what does this mean?
Right.
Because the house that you're in is not different based on the region that you have chosen.
Yeah, it's not like a Japanese house.
It's strictly how long the very short life of your fly is.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It is. It's a very interesting looking game too. It's black and white.
Black and white.
It looks very like sort of like drawn on like Mario Paint or something.
Yes, it does. Very, very, very handmade game.
Yes.
And you can fly around, and the game gives you just like a checklist. I think they call it a bucket list, which is funny, a fly bucket list.
Yeah, because you're gonna die in like 78 seconds.
And it's like little things that you can do. Like, for example, one is like make some music, and then it's like you can find a guitar and fly across the strings, and you can like make some music. So there's stuff.
It's kind of like Untitled Goose, where you have that little checklist of things that you can do to annoy the farmer.
Much more like compact.
Yes.
Though, because that you're strictly within this house. But the house is pretty big, and like it does this thing where when you get close to something, sometimes it'll zoom in and show you more detail.
Yeah.
So it does reward you to explore the house a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very like. Who came up with this? What an interesting,
It's a very interesting, fun concept.
Fun idea. Like it's not a game that I'm going to be playing for like hours and hours and hours, but it's like I'm happy this exists.
You can just do one little lifespan, and then move on to another game.
Exactly.
As a palate cleanser.
It is fun to like go through the bucket list because some of them it's like what do they mean by this? What exactly do I need to do?
I'm sure you can get creative.
Or like where would I go to do this? Because at first, I didn't even realize there's a whole other second floor of the house, which, again, it takes you a lot, like, to slowly, very slowly fly over there and up there. It's like, oh my gosh.
Can you get swatted? No. No one's in the house trying to kill you.
If you go in water, you die immediately. Right. Because there was one thing that was like, enjoy a fly cocktail or something. And there was just like a glass of wine that was out, and I was like, dive bombed that, and I died. But then I found like a little puddle
of wine,
and I drank that, and I was just fine. So I had
you drunkenly?
I had the fly cocktail.
After you drank the wine? You were not flying like sideways or something?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, I wasn't. So I played that on Switch. I think that's out on a lot of different platforms. The other game I've been playing lately, this is a game I played a few months ago in a Steam Next Fest. They had a demo for that, and it's now out on consoles and the full release on Steam too. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown. And I like this game a lot. I liked it a lot when I played the demo. It had a few things then that felt a little unpolished. And I also thought the difficulty of the demo was very high.
Oh.
Especially since they were just having you do like the first couple levels. Like I was dying. Someone was like, oh.
I remember you saying that,
I was like, man, this game's tough. And I was wondering if they were going to address some of that stuff. And they mostly have. Like the rough edges, I think those are all gone. Like,
oh, nice.
It's great. The presentation is very simple. It reminds me a lot of, do you remember... they did mobile, there was like a mobile Hitman Go. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And it was like you were like a chess piece going around. Yeah. It's very much like that, where there's like almost no animation to speak of, but it's just like your little guy like bounce on like a grid. So it's a very like the scope of this game. You could tell they did not have like a giant budget to make this game. But they're doing something really cool. So it's a turn-based strategy game, but it has the feel of like one of those classic Ninja Turtles beat-em-ups where the level kind of expands as you take more guys out. So you might start in a room and you fight all the guys and you beat them, and then it's like, okay, this new area of the map has materialized, but behind it, this old part of it is gonna vanish.
Oh, so you gotta keep going.
So it's like
move forward.
if you're on the far end within your next turn, you need to move out of the red zone, or you will fall off and die. But if there's enemies, you can trap enemies there and leave them there, and they just fall off.
Like Fire Emblem, kind of like that kind of tactical.
You don't have the full map at any given time. It's very literally like a room at a time.
Oh.
And so, but sometimes you're like outside and you're on a street and you just have this little chunk of the street that you can see. It's never like, oh yes, I'm zooming out and seeing, the grandeur of all of New York City.
I see.
You don't have that. It's a very like
focused
focused, like where you're fighting like maybe a couple guys at a time.
Okay.
And so far, the stages I've done, you're playing as a single Ninja Turtle. That's one of the questions I have is later on, like, will you be commanding all of them or some team of them together? But so far, it's just been one of them. And I've liked how each of them have different individualized powers.
Okay.
They all play very, like...
So you've unlocked all 4 turtles
yes,
at this point.
At this point, I've unlocked them all. They all play very differently. I don't think there's any shared moves between
that's fun.
any of it, which it's very fun. And I like it a lot. And I haven't gotten to the point where I can really do this yet, but it seems like they do have some sort of like an in-game shop where you can like trade in your tokens or whatever and get new moves if you want to swap out some moves for your guy. I do still think the difficulty is a little high.
Oh, still.
I think
Can you adjust it?
No.
Oh.
I think the levels are a little bit too long, actually.
I see.
Is what I would say, because sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I'm barely hanging on by a thread here, and it's just like sometimes it just goes like a little bit too long. It's like, I died.
And then you just start all over again.
And then you start over.
Ooh.
Yes. So I do think the stages could have been a little bit shorter, but it is exciting, like to work your way through to the end of this, and like because sometimes they throw a lot of people at you, and it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get out of this?
Yeah.
But you find a way.
Okay.
So I really like this a lot. Again, I'm a Ninja Turtles fan, so.
Are you playing on Switch?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the bag on this one, but I think it's very unique take on a strategy game.
I miss a good strategy game, actually.
Play this.
Think you'll like it?
I also got random. I'll talk about this next week or some other time in depth. I got this random Transformers strategy game because we were doing Transformers stuff at Comic-Con. I was like, I'm looking for it.
Kind of interested.
I'm looking for a Transformers game, and the state of Transformers games is not great.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I can't believe this. Platinum Games did a really well-received Transformers game on the PS4. That has been delisted from the PSN store.
That's too
I think
bad.
like some licensing thing probably.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'll get that. And they're like, oh, you can't get that. And now on eBay, it's like beyond the original price.
Of course. Forget it.
Give me a break.
Forget it.
No, forget it. So I found this one game on the eShop that was on sale for like $10. And it was, again, like a top-down turn-based strategy game, but with Transformers. And I was like, okay, I'll check this out, but I'm probably good. It's gonna suck. I looked at a few reviews and it's like, it's not anything special.
You haven't tried it yet.
I did. I kind of like it actually.
Oh,
it's not bad. It's got some good ideas. It's using the Transformers pretty well, I think. Like it's not like, trying to change the world in terms of strategy games, but it's very competent, it's very fun, it's very breezy. Kind of reminded me of like the good old days of licensed games where it's like, yeah, this is cool, this is fun, I'm enjoying this thing that I like.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll talk about that more next week or on a future episode.
This is where I need Final Fantasy Tactics badly.
Yes.
Because I'm really
that
missing
will be perfect for you.
A strategy game. Because those are the games you can sink into for a long time.
Yeah.
You're not going to be done with a strategy game like you're done with Kirby's Forgotten Land in like 2 hours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Wow, you went from 12 hours to 2 hours?
Well, the DLC. Remember, we looked at the thing, and I'm like 5 hours max.
Why bother?
5 hours.
You have also continued on with Death Stranding.
Death Stranding is so good. I'm like properly in love with this game.
Good.
Now. I can't believe it.
I'll give you Death Stranding 1 after this.
I would love it. Yes, please give it to me.
Good.
I don't know if I've played them out of order now, but who cares? I am absolutely fascinated by this game. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Like the gameplay itself is legit fun. Like it's very strategic for you to kind of figure out, map out your little trek to deliver the thing, like look at the hazards in your way. And I don't know if it's because I'm playing the game a bit later than when it came out, but now they do have these online features people, you can build structures.
Right.
And other people's structures will show up in the world, and you can build your own structures too, and other people can share it. But like, so many people have built some very useful structures. Thank you. The other players in the world of Death Stranding have done a very good job building like bridges and timefall shelters and batteries to charge your vehicles and all sorts of stuff. So it's just been fun to explore around to see what other people have built, and you can give them like thumbs up and donate to their structures and stuff like that to upgrade them, which I think is really fun. But yeah, just like it's very relaxing, honestly, to like map out your route, figure out the best strategy on how to carry your all your stuff, and then explore, through this area. And so this part of the game, I'm in Australia, which again is not a setting in a lot of games.
That's not where you started the game?
It's not.
Where did you start?
Mexico.
Oh yes, I remember you saying that.
Yeah. I think Australia is a really cool setting for a game, but I just don't see that setting in lots of games. I can't remember if I played another game that was set in Australia. But anyways, you're like kind of going through the Australian, like the wilderness and the plains, obviously like there's lots of like wildlife and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting because it's just, it's very true to that landscape, I think, and just fun to like walk around. I've been now introduced to some new characters. Some of them are very strange and bizarre and weird, including like a little puppet with like a soul in it. And he kind of
keychain or something.
He's like a little labubu, like that you like hang on your arm, your little person.
Where's the labubu DLC for this?
We need a labubu.
Yeah.
We need to replace that little guy with a labubu. But he kind of reminds me of like Mimir's role in God of War, where he like chats to you about stuff. Hey Sam, watch out! Like blah blah. And you're like, what the heck is going on down there? I met Rainy, which is a very interesting character that I was just like equally fascinated and also a little bit concerned for.
Well, who's that?
She's another character that you meet in the game. She has like a special ability. I don't want to spoil it. And then she's going through something that sounds terrifying, honestly. So I would like to help her.
Okay.
So hopefully whatever I'm doing will have some good effect for her later. Also did this one part last night that was very combat heavy. That was truly like a different feel altogether. Like I was thinking like it kind of reminded me of Resident Evil 4, where you're in this like very kind of Spanish looking town, and there's these zombie things that you're fighting. Very heavy on the combat, which I'm not very good at. The blood bags were flowing. Like I was like, I need give me more blood bags, guys.
Blood bags.
I was like eating the grubs, like eat all of it, just eat it, eat, and like pressing the eat button frantically. So good, and the music is amazing.
Yes.
Now I have this little music player that I can make little playlists. The other thing I gotta say that I love about Sam never goes to bed with his gross clothes on.
What does he do?
He takes a shower.
Really?
You have to make him take a shower. I always make him.
What if you don't?
No, he won't do it. And he's never, no shoes on the bed. Another thing I love about Sam, he's clean. Sam is very clean.
Okay.
Which is like, I'm so happy because there's a lot of goo in this world, like a lot of disgusting.
Blood bags.
And he's always coming back from his little trips covered in like
Don't
nasty
accidentally sit
stuff.
on a blood bag.
I know. It's like, not a whoopee cushion. But like he's always yucky. And I'm like, I'm so glad he's showered. He's like fresh from the shower.
Good.
He's like clean.
Good for him. I'm happy to hear
That makes me happy about Sam as a person.
Okay.
A lot of times I'm like, please, Cloud, shoes on the bed. What are you doing?
Oh, Cloud.
Cloud is the dirtiest one.
Cloud's a moron. I'm sorry.
He really is. Truly. Truly
Something
is.
wrong with that guy.
He's gross.
Jeez.
It's like I walked in garbage and now I'm laying in bed with you.
Boots.
Combat boots. That's been smeared with gross garbage.
9,000 zippers and bangles and jangly
Yeah,
things.
I know,
Come on,
I
man.
know.
Come on, bro.
Death Stranding, though, moving up in the GOTY list quickly, very quickly.
Well, you say you have nothing to play, but we just talked about like 8 games that we're playing. What gives?
Well, Death Stranding's not a Switch 2 game.
So? Are you some fanboy? Like, well, who cares?
I just want to play a Switch 2 exclusive.
Well, you're gonna when we go to Germany for a week.
I want to play a Switch 2 exclusive.
Drag and Drive. Here we go.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Between Drag and Drive and Kirby.
Are you gonna
it's like the
drop
only two.
Death Stranding for Drag and Drive?
Let's see how good I am at Drag and Drive. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm halfway through Death Stranding. I know because I actually did look this
You
up.
checked. Okay, good.
Yes.
How long is that? Or how many?
30 hours. But
So you're 60. It's 60 hours. Oh, you're 15 hours in now.
that's right.
Okay, got it.
I can tell because they have different episodes, and there's a total number of episodes, and I'm in the middle. It's like 14 episodes total, and I'm episode blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
7 or something like that.
Yeah. Wow, big segment.
Wow.
We have a pretty short news segment for this week. It's not that much happening. That Indie World Showcase happened. Wow.
So glad we didn't wake up for it.
We sure didn't.
Because I asked you that question, you're like, no, this is going to be stupid.
15 minutes?
We're not waking up.
I'm not
for
getting
this.
up for 15 minutes.
It's true.
Forget that. But had some stuff. It had the aforementioned Mina the Hollower demo. UFO 50, one of the biggest things in there was just in the sizzle reel.
I know.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
Seems like you could have done a whole blowout segment on, oh my gosh, one of the most acclaimed games is coming
Yeah.
to Nintendo Switch. I don't think this is on other consoles at the moment.
It's just Steam and Switch,
Steam and
right?
Switch, so like that's
yeah.
worth calling out. And then just like the whole concept of this game seems like it would click with the Nintendo audience.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I truly did not understand that decision.
Yeah, I was confused by that too.
What?
I was really glad to see this
It's out
game.
now.
I know.
Come on.
That would have been a great segment plus Shadow Drop, you know?
Yes,
That
and
would've-
it's out now. Great.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that would have been such a...
I don't like how they end.
hype.
I don't like them ending these on the sizzle reel. It's a really like low excitement thing to be like, and we're done.
Here's a sizzle reel.
Right. Do the sizzle reel and then do this and then
do one last
and then
thing.
we're out.
Yeah.
Are you listening, Tyler? Ariko, you hear me?
Tyler's so nice.
I know, but I'm giving them some helpful tips.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, but real mid. Again, another mid Nintendo
It's
Direct.
15. How much can you spend in 15 minutes?
Why did they not combine this?
Why was this not in the partner showcase?
I have so many questions. I've continued to
I don't
ask these
know.
questions, and I continue to be baffled by these very...
We have differing theories about this.
What's your theory?
Well, my theory is that they are deep in some chaos right now.
Yeah, your
where
theory
they
is-
have games that have swirling dates. They're probably looking at a million scenarios of like how to launch these games, when to launch these games, when to do anything. And I think they're just trying to make the best of a challenging situation. I think it'll get better once they get out of this year. But for the rest of this year, it's just going to be a real...
Chaotic mess.
You try and make the best decision you
Yeah.
can, but some of this stuff's going to be down to the wire.
Yeah, I was thinking they were trying to like extend the conversation in some way, but they did it badly because the partner showcase was really a dud, and this was quite mid as well.
Yeah. No Silk Song.
No,
Where's that?
no Hades.
No. Again, Hades is too big for an Indie World showcase.
Wasn't too big for a partner showcase.
Well, it just wasn't there.
Exactly.
Silk Song, I think we noted, seems to have hitched its wagon to Xbox.
Yeah.
Because they were saying, when they first unveiled the Xbox Rod Ally?
Yeah, the Rogue Ally.
They're like, oh, it's going to be, what was it, like day and date or something like that? Or
Oh, with that
launching. They seem to be
okay.
connecting the two of those.
Well, that's cool.
And then, it seems like it's going to be at Gamescom. On the Xbox side, it's also going to be on the Nintendo booth as well.
Yeah.
But it seems to have really aligned itself with Xbox. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Maybe
gradations of
yeah.
how restrictive some of those arrangements can be.
Exactly. Maybe it's like we have to save it for Gamescom before it can be talked about other places.
I could definitely see at the Jeff Keighley Gamescom thing having a launch date.
Yes.
I could definitely see them doing that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Do you actually care about this game though?
I just want them to just get over.
It's just
get
the
it
meme.
out.
It's in the meme zone.
Just get it out and get it over with.
Yeah, I'll play it.
I'll play it.
I'm not like
I'm not the biggest Hollow Knight fan, though.
Like, if this game came out tomorrow, would you drop everything to play it?
I would drop it to try it. Yeah, for sure. I would definitely try it. I don't know if it would stick, though. We'll see.
I mean, I tried some Hollow Knight. It didn't super grab. I know like people love that game. It didn't super grab me.
It didn't super grab me either.
But
I played like halfway through that game, I think. I don't think I even completed it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the last one. Last news story is that Nintendo has launched this new My Mario product line in Japan aimed at preschoolers.
Babies.
Literally babies. So this is like baby books, baby clothes, baby toys. There's an app where you can play with Mario's face that I wouldn't even call it a game. You're just kind of messing with him. Mario 64 style.
Yep.
Interestingly, some of these
little wooden blockies.
Little wooden toys are amiibo.
Yes. It's weird, but I kind of like them.
It's time to storm the baby store like we've been storming GameStops.
This is where like
Costco's.
You see like a baby like building little blocks and you just kick the blocks.
Kick it over and take them.
Take it.
I need that. We need that. Scalpers need those amiibos. I'm sorry.
The little wooden toys are pretty cute.
Yeah. If I had a chance to get those, I would.
I would get the little wooden toys.
Yeah, it's cute. But we did a whole video earlier this week talking about kind of what Nintendo's doing to reach kids because they admitted, the Switch 2 is very expensive and it's probably out of the range of kids and a lot of parents, and just kind of the new realities of a lot of kids growing up with mobile games and Nintendo trying to have to combat this. And this is a very interesting, focused thing that they're doing in that space.
Yeah, they do a good job with merch as, a kind of entry point for other people to get into the Nintendo ecosystem. So it does make sense that they would have a specific entry point just for very young kids, because they know that to keep, themselves strong, they have to bring in new, younger players. And if it's too expensive for them to get in on the gaming side, they're going to have to get them in some other way. So, no, I understand what they're doing with this, and they do a very good job with their merch stuff. So, it all makes sense. It's just a question of whether it's gonna work, But you wouldn't know that until this baby grows up, and whether or not this is gonna translate into them becoming like a lifelong Nintendo fan.
Right.
You just wouldn't know. Yeah.
Do you think this comes out outside of Japan, in the U.S.?
I don't know.
I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
I mean, they've already got so much merchandise.
Yeah, they have these stores in the U.S. now. It could be maybe a bit of a smaller play, but yeah.
I remember one of the things when we were trying to brainstorm ideas to do on that Play Nintendo Kids YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is I'm just looking at this book here. They had
educational.
Remember those kids books that have like the golden thing on the end?
Oh yeah, golden books.
It's a very recognizable thing.
Yeah,
it's just
love
like
those.
we'll just do a video of somebody it's like basically like listening to somebody read you a book.
A bedtime story.
Right. And like the reaction we got to, it's like, I cannot believe you have proposed such a ridiculous concept.
Yes.
Never approach us again with this sort of idea. I'm personally offended. You need to take a moment of reflection. What?
We wanted to read a book.
You asked us to come up with ideas. And this is literally something that
they have these
is
books
out there. These books exist. Like we can promote this. We can people want to watch this video. Do you want a kid to learn about a Mario or not?
Yeah, that was such an interesting bad reaction. They also didn't like the counting Goombas. Remember that idea? We wanted to do these cute little educational.
You don't need to learn to count.
Videos. It was like, how many Goombas? Let's count together. It's like. And then the Goombas would go by.
No!
They were so mad about the counting Goombas. I've never seen anyone so mad.
I am personally offended
by
your incredible stupidity. Please
dare
take
you.
a moment to reflect. A lot of self-reflection.
How dare you
about
count
how
a
I was a
Goomba.
moron. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's the news.
Goombas.
Let's check out some questions from our community. As always, we get these from patreon.com/Kit and Krysta. Sign up and ask us a question. First is from Antigonus Gaming. With fans and content creators nervous and dissatisfied with the slow rollout of release dates and news on first-party games, do you think this could be calmed down through better usage of Nintendo Today? The creators' voice videos were great, and the surprise drop of Splatoon Raiders was a nice thing. Do you think if Nintendo regularly rotated more short content like this, it would make the app more relevant and also keep fans more engaged and happy? I would have loved to see a creator's voice about Donkey Kong Bonanza a few weeks ago, and more regular trailers, NSO announcements, and other short, easy content on a somewhat regular schedule would fill this void. The HDMI cable silhouette's not doing it for you?
The guess the silhouette.
The brain teasers of the silhouette of who is that? Oh, that's Mario. Oh.
I wouldn't have known that was Mario. I think the way that they set up this app was done very poorly. Like, they set us up with this idea that this was going to be a place where you're going to be getting like real news, because the first hard news because the first thing on this app was a thing about the Zelda movie. So they didn't really give everyone's, going to the app for the first time, understanding what it is that they're signing up for. And the expectation was managed poorly. And then because in the days following the first news, real hard news that was on this app, it was a bunch of nothing. And yeah, I wish that they would do more to just readjust the expectations and what they're going to be putting on this thing. And I think that they're missing some opportunities too. Like they got to find some better middle ground between like the hard news and here's a silhouette of Mario. Like there's something in the middle here that can fill some of these gaps that you're talking about in a better way. But it seems to be those two extremes. It's either like here's a 360-degree view of an HDMI cable and here's the cast of the Zelda movie. Like where's the in-between stuff, And they're also blocking anybody from sharing this content. That's true too.
If you've already got it, great. If you don't, you still continue to not know what that is. I think Game Explain did a video. You can track the downloads. Apparently, the downloads of Nintendo Today have like cratered, like where it's down to very few daily downloads. And the point of the video is like, is Nintendo Today in trouble? Like,
dead in the water?
Is this just like not working out? Which I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen anybody else look at that data
I would love
before.
to know the people that have already downloaded, what is their usage rate of the app? Because I think a lot of us downloaded it.
Yeah.
But a lot of us have stopped looking every day because you were trained incorrectly on what to expect from this thing.
Well, that's why I have that little widget on my phone, because some days it's not worth, based on the little icons, like I don't need to open this today because I know what this is. That's a silhouette, this is a screenshot, this is a nothing burger, I'm good, thanks.
But some days you see a big Zelda
Some days I see,
and then you know that your day has been upended.
My day has changed, yes.
Yeah, it's true, because they're not consistent with what it is that they're trying to train you to understand what's on this thing.
Yeah, I think also, it's interesting to say at the end of this, calling out easy content. Like, I don't think anything that they're doing about this app is easy.
None
like
of it's
having
easy.
something daily that's rolling out kind of periodically on a global basis, it's just like
it's really hard.
Very logistically challenging.
Yeah.
And I think they probably know, like, it would be great to have more of this stuff, but it's just tough to get these new pipelines going in kind of the amount, the quantity that they need.
Yeah.
It's just a very...
everyone always misjudges this.
Yeah.
We talk to a lot of people all the time, like, okay, here's what you need to run a successful social media channel, which is what this is basically. You need this amount of content, original content, at this rate, at this quality. Can you commit to it? And then everybody always says in the beginning, no problem, so easy, we can definitely do it. And then they do it for like maybe 2 weeks, and they're like, we can't do it. We can't do it.
Right, or a lot of times it's like, we need to launch this to support this one thing.
Yes.
But then it's like, okay, well, what do you post after that happens? And then they don't know.
And then it's a big
because they haven't thought
mark.
about it. And then it becomes like, well, we got to scramble.
And it's a dead channel
to try and figure that out. And I think they have a very big aspiration for this of like, we're getting off of all these other channels because we're going to own this channel. Everybody's just going to come to us for this. But yeah, they haven't been able to realize that yet.
Yeah. The other thing about this question that's really interesting is this whole creator's voice thing. And I still am really saddened to see that they've only done creators' voices with, either second or third party developers and not for any of their first party developers.
Right.
That's a huge missed opportunity. These are great. I love the creator's voice. They've done such a good job with them.
Well, again, when we did the behind-the-scenes making of Breath of the Wild and we included a shot of Mr. Aonuma looking out a window sipping coffee, I was once again asked to reconsider my failures.
And life.
And my life, and to reflect upon that. So maybe that has something to do with the lack of creators' voices.
They did one for like Hyrule Warriors, which is just them talking to camera.
That was not a Nintendo guy.
That's what I'm saying. They could just do that. You don't have to show them drinking the coffee. They just didn't want to do this. We tried. We really did try so many times to do some kind of like, basically the same idea of a creator's voice, but with first-party developers, and they just wouldn't let us.
Yeah.
But they do these, developer asks, like written format things. How easy would that to just translate that to a video?
Yeah.
I just don't get
film it and make it into some nice like 5-minute thing.
Why? Okay.
The company just doesn't have that many resources, Krysta.
I see.
We can't
They don't have any more money.
We can't stuff the money in the bank fast enough. We had to build a new bank to stuff it all in there, but we just can't do it.
We can't
Sorry.
do it. We have no resources, and we need to raise the prices to $100.
Please understand. Thank you.
And also more amiibo.
And also consider your failures. Gartooth is next. Previously on the podcast, you expressed a desire to see the Star Fox series get a bold reimagining that gives it a comeback similar to what Bonanza did for Donkey Kong. For Bonanza, the developers had brought up that they tried to figure out the essence of what makes Donkey Kong unique as a character, and so they focused on his strength. Other elements of the series were mentioned too as inspirations, like the bright neon colors from the arcade game, the minecarts, and the barrel cannons from Donkey Kong Country, and that music was a big part of the series' identity. My question is, what do you think is the essence of the Star Fox series and Fox as a character that has made it stick with people for so many years? If such a game were made, do you think there's any particular elements from the games that could stand out to developers as a point of inspiration? So do you any just one line of what is the essence of Star Fox?
It's like a space adventure.
Yes, I would say an unlikely group of animal friends going on adventures in space.
Yeah.
Is kind of how I would define it.
And I think it's not just Fox as a character, but Fox's interaction and relationship.
All of that whole group.
That cast.
I completely agree.
It's like the funny dialogue,
Yes.
the personality, Peppy
Yes.
and Skippy. No. Peppy, what's the other guy's name? Skippy? No. Why did I just suddenly forget? I'm brain farting on
Don't forget Grippy Toad.
Grippy Toad. I'm thinking about Grippy.
Yeah. Who could forget Grippy Toad
Grippy.
with the big handlebar mustache? No.
Yeah.
Who could forget that? Slippy, yes. Skippy?
Why did I think Skippy?
You had some peanut butter on the brain?
Peanut butter.
Yeah, you're getting hungry. You're getting hungry.
I'm getting hungry.
I think it is.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it is. I did some post on Twitter recently that was about this too, of this would be perfect for them to reboot. And a lot of the responses were it would have to be an on-rail shooter. And it's no. You need to think bigger.
Yes. It can't be an on-rail shooter.
It needs to be so much bigger than that. I don't consider the on-rails part of it to be a requirement at all. In fact, I would rather it not be.
I think that feels dated.
Because I think that's holding it back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a big space-spanning, galaxy-spanning adventure where you're going different places. Some of it you're flying around, some of it you're on the foot, different vehicles with all the different characters. There's some interactions happening there.
You take on different missions.
We gotta think big.
You're exploring different planets.
Yes. You're flying through the atmosphere.
Oh, here we go.
That's a requirement.
Here we go.
Yes.
You have a fun story.
Yes.
You already got some great characters to build off of.
Honestly, that Ubisoft, was that Starfield?
Yes.
Was that what it that game ticked a lot of the boxes, actually. That game was pretty good. The Star Fox crossover they did?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Just keep going with that. Maybe let Ubisoft make this game.
That's a good idea.
Let that team. What are they doing? Nothing.
Give it the Mario and Rabbids treatment.
Sure.
Don't put rabbits in it, obviously.
That game was
But
very good.
Let them expand upon the idea.
And don't just bolt on Star Fox. It's like, no, this is now a Star Fox game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exclusive to Switch 2. $90.
Oh.
$40 amiibo for every character.
And it will leak 3 months before
And get
launch.
the Andros expansion
For another $40.
$40. Thank you very much. Yes.
Good luck.
Okay, Silver6477 has the next question. Can you give any insight into how Nintendo's marketing agreements with third-party partners or publishers work? Like, are there terms like, we'll put it in a direct showcase of some kind, plus we'll tweet about it, or is it left a little more vague? No, nobody is allowed. You cannot promise that something's going to be in a Nintendo Direct.
No.
You cannot do that.
You will not do that. And
You shan't. You shan't be doing that.
No.
Something that's interesting is there were oftentimes a lot of agreements made of like, oh yeah, the marketing team will do this, without the marketing team being consulted.
Knowing. Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, by the way, you're handling the marketing for this game.
We're like, we are?
Huh?
And also, you got to do it in the next 2 weeks.
Right.
Wait, we are?
It's like, I mean, we're only dealing with 40 first-party launches a year, but sure, what's another one? Big deal.
What's another one?
No problem. So
yeah,
there were a lot of these situations where I imagine this was like this was seen as a bonus,
like a negotiation chip.
Okay, you're apprehensive about launching your game on our platform. Well, guess what? Our team, these are the experts that they know how to launch games on a Nintendo platform.
And also, we have a huge audience.
Yeah, so just let them do it for you.
Yeah.
Easy, right?
That would happen.
Sign on the dotted line, please.
That happened to us a lot.
That happened a lot.
A lot.
Yes, and that was specific to a lot of the games that were kind of debuting on the Switch or new partners on the Switch. It was like, hey, we found out. Oh yeah, we actually have to do that whole launch. But you're going to have the publisher breathing down your neck the whole time.
Yes, and they had to approve things.
And it's like, yeah,
it's going to take much longer.
It's
for
like,
you
can
to
they just do it then? I don't know. Yeah.
But no, you cannot promise that it'll be in a Nintendo Direct. That's a whole other chain of approvals and whatever programming team.
Right.
That
you suggest that, you're really going to have to reflect on your failures.
Oh yeah, you might be fired actually. Yeah. And a lot of times if you are publishing on a Nintendo platform, you could like make a case for your game to get marketing support from Nintendo, but it's a very like hand-picked process.
Yes.
Like there's no sort of, just because you check these boxes doesn't mean that they will support you in marketing.
Sure.
So it's very much like they will handpick the things that get the marketing support and handpick the things that end up in a Nintendo Direct or whatever. Right. Yeah.
We got Jay Randa next. I was always curious why Metroid Samus Returns was revealed right at the beginning of a Treehouse segment instead of in the Nintendo Direct immediately before it. Was there a reason behind that decision or anything you know regarding the reveal of that game? Thank you. I will try to say this diplomatically, which is we know Metroid is a series that is biggest in the West, not in Japan. And frankly, the United States is the biggest individual market for Metroid. So there were a lot of times where it was like, hey, what do you guys want to do? If the NOA team made a proposal, like that would get a lot of weight. Because, okay, clearly you think this is what's best for the biggest market that we have. Go knock yourselves out. And there were a lot of times those proposals were made. I think a lot of those proposals were very convoluted and overthought, and did not always put these games in the best way. Remember, what's this game Blast Ball that's at the Nintendo? Wait, that's actually part of a Metroid game? I'm finding this out the next day? I've completely cratered on this game. And I've lost faith in everything.
Yeah,
and let's that's the honest answer.
And those decisions were oftentimes made by one particular team at Nintendo that were sometimes at odds with the marketing team, which had some expert opinions on potentially how to actually market a game well and how to actually position a game.
And it was the same thing where we would learn about it after it had already been agreed to.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like, well, here's what we're doing. It's like, oh.
We are?
I don't think I agree with that.
I don't really agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
actually,
right.
I think this is not very good for this game.
Knock yourselves out.
But then at that point, you're like, I'm not going to fight this. I don't care. This is not a hill that I'm willing to die on. So whatever, do whatever you want.
Exactly.
This was also, I think, earlier in the germination of Treehouse Live. Well, they were trying to like legitimize it, I think, and make sure that people understood it as a place where, you know, you are getting like never before seen gameplay footage of stuff. And it was this like kind of big passion project for somebody that was working at Nintendo, no longer there, but someone that was working at Nintendo at the time. So yeah, I could see that being like another chip of like, yeah, we really want to make sure that we legitimize this news avenue of Treehouse Live. So yeah.
Last question is from Nix. As of today, the amount of advertising and marketing power dedicated to Dragon Drive, a game that is arguably visually bland and far from a AAA title, is startling. This makes me wonder, does it mean they have nothing else to show or release in the foreseeable future? If not, why would they spend all this energy on a game that will likely not sell well?
Well, this is a game that utilizes the Switch 2. That's the reason why there's so much marketing behind it. That's why we were talking about that silly campfire game, which actually looks okay.
Yeah.
The reason why they gave that game a spotlight is because it uses game chat. This is always happens when there is a new console in the market, is that you are going to force feed the unique factors of that piece of hardware down people's throats. And because this game uses the mouse controls and is the only game right now that we have that specifically uses the mouse controls, which is a new thing for the Switch 2, is why they're pushing this game so much, even though the game does look quite boring.
Right. And also, you know, they are in this slower period now, and
yeah, totally.
It's like, yes, the trade-off is say nothing.
Yeah.
Versus at least we have this game that some people are going to enjoy, and at least, to your point, it does emphasize what's new about the system.
Right.
So I think that's...
Yeah.
I can understand why they're doing this.
There's really no September game.
I don't know.
What August are we? August 12th.
What August are we in? It's August 12th.
Yes.
So...
the day of this recording is August 12th.
I don't think... I mean, some pre-Gamescom. I think people have pointed out the Obone holiday is coming up. Mm-hmm. I just don't know if this kind of next stretch of August is really making a lot of sense. Could just be a big packed September
Direct.
You know, September Direct, Mario anniversary thing. But then it's like, what's coming out in September? Are you shadow dropping Metroid Prime 4?
Oh my gosh, do not do that. Seriously.
Metroid Prime Direct and then it's shadow dropped? What do you do? I don't think that's the...
No.
I don't think that would be doing that game justice. But
I don't think we should do that. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
I don't know.
Someone talked themselves into it, didn't they? Oh my God.
So
someone talked themselves into this.
Going back to the previous question.
Did that team talk themselves into that? I sure hope not.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
Then we'll know they're really in chaos.
Yeah.
Man, interesting
Those
stuff.
are our questions. Again, check us out at patreon.com/KitandKrysta, where for just a few dollars a month, you can get early access to this here podcast, get all of our exclusive bonus content that you can only get on Patreon, like bonus Q&As.
Including
what?
The Donkey Kong Bonanza spoiler cast.
Spoiler casts. Behind the scenes, so much more. Wow, check it out, please.
Wow. We are also on the socials. We're on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Blue Sky, and Threads.
If you're watching this podcast on YouTube, you can please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and leave us a comment. And if you're listening on audio, you can also subscribe, give the podcast a 5-star rating, and leave a written review, if you please. Thank you.
All right, let's shout out some wonderful Patreon community members, starting with Funnel Boss, Aaron Hash.
I suggested changing
the hat?
Aaron Hash's hat, and you said no.
I like it.
You asked me to consider my failings.
Yes, I did. You need to reflect on your
spending a lot of time reflecting, let me tell you that
You
much.
should. You're a failure.
Wow. Okay, and with that, here come the superstars.
You made me clean the office.
Ben Eichhorn.
Maru Mayhem.
Eigenverse.
Kiss My Flapjack.
Mike Chin.
Roy Eschke.
Switching it up underscore.
VGM Life.
Link, the hero of wins.
Angela Bycroft.
Thomas O'Rourke.
Kyle LaBeouf.
Roberto Nieves.
Frederick Wolf Conradson.
Andrew Uhas.
Chili.
Simon.
Krashuri.
Master Discord.
Ash.
Ajay Kundalis.
40 Gig.
Travis Torline.
Echo Ladir.
That's So Linnell.
MSN Poke Gamer.
Cameron.
R. Burns.
Igami.
Kitten K.
Adrian.
Nathan Clover.
I'm starting up the One Up Club this time. Here I go.
Oh, thank God.
Aaron Burgundy.
Adcool 2000.
Aldo.
Ali Alejandro.
Alejandro Orozco Borrego.
That's why I was happy.
Yes.
Andy Robinson.
Angel Aid.
Aristu.
Astral Void.
Astro Dev.
Awesome 46.
Bino.
Bad Noon Horizon.
Barnstorm.
Bates.
Berserker.
Big N Gamer with a Y.
Biscuit.
Bob Clayton.
Brandon Kvapel.
Brent Dennison.
Brian Decker.
Brovak Novak.
Bruce Dash.
Bucky Flores.
Call Sign Forte.
Cashew.
Shadir.
Shelly Squirrel.
Chicken.
Chris Fisher.
Crispysaurus.
Christina.
Christopher Lay.
Chunky Conga.
Colleen Finnegan.
Cosmic Titan 718.
Captain Alex.
C Roper 17.
Cynical Squid.
Dogdalia.
Dallas E.
Daniel S.
Dachshund.
Devi P.
Doinko.
Dre.
Dude Dad Life.
Eccentric Tony.
Elite Peach.
Espars 50.
Furbound.
Fernie and Jess Forever.
Fox Deploy.
Gamer Likes Anime.
Garth the Wolf.
Gartooth.
Jeremy.
Jin Wolf.
Guilty Phoenix 42.
Handheld Gamer.
I may have made a mistake.
Iris Marin.
It's your boy J-Hop.
J Rando.
Jameson Eisenberg.
James.
Jason Ball 34.
Joe Encarnacion.
Jonathan Rowe.
John Conboy.
Jordan Hemmerly.
Joseph Gunther.
Joshua Clements.
Juji Fruit.
Justin Lemminger.
J Wolf.
Callan CPU 57.
Kawa 2796.
Kevin Delane.
Kevin Moreno.
Kilo Kibo.
Kyle Gamerberry Rookie.
Kyle 325.
Kyle Kretzer.
Kyle R. Smith.
Lazy Cat for Coffee.
Leah Rao.
Lex.
Link 9898.
Linko.
Litton.
Luigi Kid 64.
Luke Hayabusa. Kramer.
Luna B.
Lynn.
Macho Potato.
Mad Dog 5981.
Magnificent Easy G plus Callie Marie.
Mario Man 392.
Marky Man 64.
Mateus Smith.
Maverick Nate.
Megan.
May plus Leon.
Michael Mazer.
Michael O'Hara.
Michael Wan.
Mikey.
Mr. Ryan 07.
Motomania.
Mr. Andy Palm.
Mr. Beans and Dip.
Mr. Bendu 101.
Mytran.
Nasir.
NIFE.
Negbia Reeves.
Ninbendo 64.
Ninja 11.
Noah San.
Oliver Went.
Omega Index Card.
Panky.
Paperboat.
Patrice Millette.
Paul.
Paul Gill Network.
Pepsi Pepe.
PokeDigifan 20.
Prime Factor.
Prince Charmless.
Punky.
Raintech.
Reckless Thomas.
Rob M.
Rob O.
Romsky 113.
Rocks.
Ryan Haas.
Ryanetta.
Sage Gamer.
Sanuki Tanuki.
Sebastiano Gares.
Sega.
Sharif Jackson.
Shinryu.
Shiny Elizabeth.
Slowbro.
Schmills.
Shump.
Schnazzle.
Spacey Poo.
Spicy Munchkin.
Star Fox Melancholy.
Steel Strome.
Steven Johnson.
Stephen Rockoff.
Stuart Radley.
Pseudo Priest.
Super Nerdy Human.
Symbiote Spidey.
Tales of Link.
Tamer Rhymes with Hammer.
You did it again. You did it again.
Tamer Rhymes with Hammer?
Does it? Yes. We're moving on.
I don't know.
Tandem.
Tay 120 and 64.
Teal Fox.
The Keggers.
The Quiet One.
The Sir OT.
The Shark Among Men.
The T-Man.
Thomas Alvarez.
Three Rivers.
Titanium Soldier.
You didn't do it right. Tor Cheeks.
Totally Joe Ed.
Totomaru.
Trajawi.
Trevor Collins.
Tugs Puppy Bear.
Tusku.
Thailander 16.
Tyler Geis.
Victor MK.
Vishmictor.
Vinny to the K.
Viridian.
Virtual Bot.
Waffles.
WG Grizzy.
Look at Davy.
William Breimer.
Zachary S.
Zalgaraz.
Zapatty.
Zero Link.
That's right.
Special shout out to the Shark Among Men, our mod extraordinaire who had a birthday recently.
Yes.
And thank you to Raintech, our man on the scene in Germany who's been
Yes.
giving us all the tips.
He sent some beautiful pictures of Cologne.
And he said, don't attempt speaking German.
That's
so
what I was
maybe
saying.
maybe we will follow his advice after all.
We probably shouldn't
Thank
say
you.
Flugen,
Yes.
whatever it was. we might have offended some
you're
people.
going to be detained, yes.
Uh-oh.
Don't do that.
Oh no. I just want to eat schnitzel.
Good. We
And
can do that.
sauerkraut.
All right, we can do that.
And hang out.
Good.
And play some video games.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's where you'll see us next time.
Yes.
Wow.
See you in Germany. Bye.